Record. And you're in charge. Talk to you later.
I love being in charge. All right, bye.
Bye.
All right. Over here. I've got designs up, and then I need my presentation. Slideshow from the beginning. And if you see anybody, when you happen to look up, if you see anybody that's waiting and I don't see it, just give me a shout, because sometimes when I'm talking and trying to do all this, I don't see them waiting to get in. So while I have a few minutes, let me see if I can find out the answer to that question about Scott LaRoy. We have just a few minutes. Yeah. Okay, so probably why he's not calling you back is that it's not Scott LaRoy, it's Taylor, and Jill's getting us his last name. Okay. He's like our tech ambassador person. He kind of took Scott's place. He's waiting. Good morning, guys. I would love to see your faces before we get started. It probably will, but feel free to leave if you have, if you have something else you got to do. Good morning, everyone. It's connecting to audio. Hopefully that's working. We're just going to wait a few minutes for everyone to get started, giving everyone a chance to get in. I better mute my phone. Good morning, Lanice.
Good morning, darling.
You got your computer? Awesome.
Always did.
Oh my gosh, why, you like the AC? Oh, I love it. It could blow right this direction, that would be good. Oh, really? Oh, Mill, okay, you're taking care of your son. I hope he feels better. Got my chat box up here. We have 3 more minutes. We'll just wait and see someone else. Oh, Dion. Good morning, Dion.
Good morning, Kristen. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I am fabulous.
This is going to be a great class. I'm so excited about this class.
I'm very excited because I have issues with trying to do those things on command.
We all have
Command should be like ordering off Amazon in the middle of the night. See, I was laughing at you and I showed the video to my husband. John says, Dion, you can't laugh because you do that on Groupon. And on Groupon, I bought, and I was so busy doing it after we sold our house up in Abita, we lived in an apartment until this house was ready. I ordered 2 pairs of shoes off Groupon. We were here. We had moved here when I did this. I'd never changed the address. So they went to the apartment and the neighbor calls and she says, hey, you know our little deal where I get your packages. I'm still getting your packages. So she had my shoes. And I think that was the last time I did that on Groupon. To the wrong address, I mean.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so fun. I'm glad I'm not alone with that. I'm so glad I'm not alone.
No, I think plenty of us do that. Sometimes it's the best shopping because you don't have anybody looking over your shoulder telling you you're paying too much.
No judgment.
Yeah.
It's not an echo. I don't think it fixes it.
You gotta turn it off on yours.
Okay, turn it off here.
Yeah,
just mute that.
Yeah.
All right.
But everybody can still hear you.
Dion, can you still hear me?
Yes.
I don't hear anything.
No, because it's asking to unmute over here.
So it might just be a case where we just have to have the echo. I don't know what to say because it's not working now. They turn that one off?
So put it back on.
It's on right now.
It is on.
Mhm.
And they can hear you.
So I'm doing just a check. Dion, can you hear me now?
Kristen, this is Vincent. I can hear you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Hey, Austin. Good morning. Maybe it's working out. It doesn't seem like there's an echo like there was before. Maybe it was just too loud.
No, I know you had to mute one of them.
Did you
I
try
think
that?
that's why you use the two laptops. I know that's weird, but this
Yeah.
one, because like one will connect to the upper audio. And then one is like.
Well, you know
picking up
what?
your-
We're just gonna live with an echo because I can't do designs that way.
One like picks up your, one picks up your audio and the other one projects it. I think that's why we do.
Okay. All right. All right, good morning, everyone on Zoom. I'm so glad you guys are joining us. I'm just waiting just a few minutes, just trying to let everyone come on in. Make sure I'm admitting everyone. So glad that y'all are joining us for our class on marketing. Today's going to be a really great class because we are going to learn how to use Command, and Command can replace so many of the services that we're actually paying for. And so I'm really excited this morning to show you guys how I use it, how I'm learning to use it, and how I intend on using it to replace other paid services that I pay for on a monthly basis. Just going to move this to the side. So my name is Kristen Simpson. For those of you that may not know me, I'm a productivity coach here in the Mandeville Market Center. I'm also an agent in production, and been using Command really since it came out, and just trying, just like all of you, to learn as much as I can about Command and how to integrate it into my business and really just automate as much as possible. So today's class is on marketing, and just a couple of housekeeping notes as we're getting started and people are coming in. If possible, I would love to see your faces. I understand some of you are not showing your faces for whatever reason, and I respect that, but it feels a lot better for me if I'm not talking to just black screens. And please use this opportunity to engage, ask questions, really participate. That's why we're all here. We all learn from each other. So I would really appreciate not just talking to all of you or talking at you, but really having a two-way conversation. And we will have a break at some point. We'll see kind of how it feels as we go through the class. I will give everybody a 10-minute break somewhere when it feels like a good time to pause, and then we'll come right back. And I am going to follow the script with Ignite, but I also am going to go off script a little bit because I know, because I think it's super important to show you the hands-on of how to really do this, how to really create these designs. And I'll show you guys when we get to a part in this, in the learning part of this, that I think it's really elementary. And I think you guys are going to get it quickly, and then we're going to move forward to more hands-on so that you can really learn. We're going to make something together today. So we'll just go ahead and get started. And y'all in the class, if y'all see anyone trying to get in, please let me know if I don't see it for whatever reason. If someone comes in a little bit late and they need to be admitted and I'm talking and I don't see it, please let me know. So, so we're going to go ahead and get started, everybody. So this is Ignite, and it is session number 2 in Elementals Marketing. And what we're going to do today is talk about the difference between marketing and prospecting. I believe prospecting was yesterday, and I heard that was a great class. So thank you, Leslie, for teaching that. And we're going to talk about examples of marketing and identifying the characteristics, pros and cons, and use cases of different types of marketing, and actually create a piece of marketing material together in Command so that everyone will leave today not just talking about it, but actually doing it. And that's what I want you guys to take away from the class. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Hopefully, there we go. All right, so what you've been focusing on is lead generating for buyers and sellers. And we're going to talk about marketing seller listings. So let's say if your marketing should be something that enhances your prospecting. So prospecting could be cold calling, it could be door knocking, it could be a number of things that, who wants to give me an example of what prospecting is? Either in the room or on Zoom. Give me an example of something you would do that's considered prospecting.
Cold calls.
Cold calls. Daniel said cold calls. Anyone else prospecting? door knocking, so prospecting is active. Prospecting is active. It's in the moment. It's very low cost. And then as opposed to marketing can be more cost prohibitive, but it also allows you, it kind of works when you're not working, so to speak. So if you're prospecting and you leave a piece of marketing behind, then that piece of marketing is working for you when you're not there. So, so for homeowners, maybe don't answer. If you're door knocking, you can leave something behind. And when you follow up, you can ask them if they received it. So marketing is the lead generation effort that's passive. So it's passive lead generation. And can be money intensive. The agent's attracting the leads and hoping that they may come to you, or when you pass them out, you're hoping that someone may come back to you with either a listing or you may have a buyer, if that makes sense. Does anyone have questions about that? And this is why I think that a lot of this is just pretty self-explanatory, so I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. Marketing versus prospecting. This is what we're going to go over today. We're going to talk a little more in depth about marketing, and then actually create a marketing piece and command, and then we will do a recap. So let's talk about the difference between marketing and prospecting. So marketing, money intensive, it's passive, and you're looking for long-term results. So marketing can be more of a long game for you. Prospecting is time intensive, so it's the calls that you're making every day. It's the it's a proactive approach, calling expired, calling FSBOs, getting out and knocking on doors around an open house, and it can give you immediate results. So when you're prospecting, I could call someone today and get a listing appointment this afternoon. Marketing typically doesn't work that quickly. So what are some examples of marketing that you've seen in real estate and that you're familiar with? So I'll ask anyone that's on Zoom, what's an example of marketing that you've seen in real estate?
Facebook leads.
Like a Facebook ad?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Facebook ads. Anyone else? Marketing? Farming, exactly. And farming can be, I think a lot of people do not farm because they feel it's the expense of it prohibits them from doing it. Like if in a whole neighborhood, you may have 300 houses or something. And if you're going to market needs to be something that you don't think of it as just doing it once. You know, marketing something that you have to do. If you're going to farm, I would say pick a neighborhood, and then I would farm once a month for 12 months. Because if you do one thing, if you sell a house and then you put a postcard out around that house and you do it once, the likelihood of you getting something from that are very low. It'll probably cost you a couple $100 if you live in a large neighborhood. So it's really not, if you're not going to do it consistently, I would say don't do it at all, because I do feel like your money would be spent better in other places. But I think farming can be extremely effective, but you have to have a long-term plan to do it. Anyone else have any examples of marketing? I'm going to move on. All right, so this is an example of the different types of marketing, prospecting, marketing, and then what is a combination of both. So there's a variety of things listed here that you would do. So prospecting, like we said, calling for sale by owners. It could be calling expired listings, circle prospecting around listings, calling in neighborhoods. Some people literally will call around a listing just to see if people are interested in selling. I know, Daniel, you've done circle prospecting, right?
Yes,
How effective has that been for you?
it's been really good, actually. I really do like to do that because it really, just like you said, hits back on the same people over and over again. So like after the second or third hit, they're like, who is this guy? Like, just like when you get emails, 2 or 3 times, third time you actually kind of look at it and say, hey, I've been getting the same thing 3 or 4 times. Then you start to pay attention. One and done, it just never works.
Right, so you start to be the person that they think of, and like, oh, we're getting this again and again, yeah. And let's see, teaching and speaking opportunities. Maybe you create a, now I don't know, for me, this kind of borderlines, this could also be considered marketing, in my opinion. If you teach new home for new first-time home buyers. I think that that could also be an example of marketing, because I think there's marketing around that. So I think that's kind of, for me, that's both door-to-door canvassing, is prospecting, and then marketing would be radio, TV, newspaper, pay-per-click advertising, social media. I think social media for all of us is probably really the lowest cost marketing that we can do. I mean, posting on Facebook, Instagram, that's free, right? I mean, yes, you can run ads around it, you can boost it, but for the most part, that's a free way for us to all get our message out there. Let's see, blogging is another way. I hate to say I'm not quite disciplined enough to blog on a regular basis. Direct mail postcards, we're going to go over that today, how to make a postcard in command. And just listed cards, I would use that in a farming effort, not so much a one-off, because I think you, honestly, just my opinion, I think you could waste a lot of money doing that. Promotional items also can be pricey. I'm not saying they're not effective. Maybe some of you get Saints calendars, LSU calendars in the mail. It's an example of that. Sponsoring maybe a little league team, that's also an example of marketing. So has anyone had success with any of these marketing segments or examples listed? How about Facebook, social media advertising? Has anyone had success, gotten a listing or a buyer from social media advertising? Yes. Kimberly's, yes. Daniel, I'm sure you have. Anyone on Zoom has had a success with advertising on social media?
No.
I have leads off of social media from Facebook ads.
Okay, good.
I'd say one thing about social media is I found that smart is to take the different segments of the buying and selling process and break them up.
Mhm.
So you do a video when you're showing the house, or you do a post when you're doing the inspection. You
Mhm.
do another post when you're doing the appraisal.
Mhm.
So it seems like you're doing more. It's the same house, but you're talking about different aspects of it. So you can take that one buyer appointment and turn it into 5 or 6 posts. Same with listing a house is, hey, we got the listing. Hey, this is the first day of the listing. This is the inspection day, the appraisal day. And you can turn that into like 5 or 6 posts around that singular house. And it looks like you're doing more than you are.
That's a great idea.
Spread it out. Yeah. Make it look a little bit better for you.
That is a great
Especially if you
idea.
don't have a lot of listings, or even if you have 0 listings, you can go preview other people's listings, and people think that, hey, look at them, they're doing real estate, they're doing a lot better than I thought they would.
That is so smart, and I agree completely. I think if there are, say there's an area you want to farm and you don't have a listing in there, go view someone else's listing in your farm and you can even tell the agent. I mean, I don't think the agent, they shouldn't care. I wouldn't care. If you have a farm and say, I really want listings in my neighborhood, I'm really tired of seeing other people's signs go up, call an agent with the listing and say, hey, I'd love to market your listing and make a quick video and post it on my Facebook page. Would you be okay with that? And then basically it looks like it's your listing. You're not saying it's your listing, but it's like, oh, there's Kristen. She's really working it in real estate. Recently, I've been running a lot of Facebook ads because I'm a productivity coach and I've been passing on leads. And people on the South Shore are like, Kristen, you are killing it. Well, I mean, I'm doing okay, but all those Facebook ads are not my listings, but people don't know that. So, leverage other people's listings on social media with their permission. And then it just gives us an appearance of being very busy. And especially if you're in a certain neighborhood where you want to appear to have more listings. All right, so I'm going to go through this somewhat quickly, so I think you guys understand the difference between marketing and prospecting. If someone doesn't, please let me know, but I want to get to the part as quickly as possible where we're actually doing something that you can use in your business. So I will go through this because I want to honor the Ignite materials, but we will go a little bit quickly here. So how do you know where the customer is and how do you meet them there? So let's say if you have a listing in a neighborhood and let's say it's a $250,000 listing, I'm just throwing that out there, and y'all can respond in the chat, or if you want to unmute yourself, how do you know where the customer is for that house and how do you meet them there? How do you meet them where they are with your marketing?
I didn't really understand the question.
You don't understand the question. So, okay. So let me rephrase it another way. So if you're advertising a house, let's say if you have a house that's a certain price point, $250,000 house, single family house, and you want to market that house, who would be a customer? Who would be a buyer for that house? How do you determine that? Well, to me, as I'm reading this, what I'm thinking is targeting, like Facebook, targeting on Facebook. Like if it's in a certain neighborhood, you can target a certain mile radius around the house. You can target, Facebook's limited us a lot more than we used to. We used to be able to pick age, income, all that stuff. We can't do that anymore. So basically it would be more of someone that maybe you've had buyers in your, maybe you have buyers in your database. Let's say my house is in Mandeville. Maybe you've tagged buyers in your database as Mandeville buyers. You could send your listing out to all of those people. There are ways to segment our database to where you could be much more likely to hit a person that is looking for a house in that neighborhood. Maybe have your people tagged by price range. It's really targeting. I think the answer to that would be you would target them based on location, based on price range, based on single family, multifamily. That's my opinion there. That's just the way I'm reading that. And how do you communicate your value proposition using marketing? Anyone here? How do you how would you communicate your value proposition? I'm just going to answer for y'all. You could do a video. You could do videos. You could do, you could be sitting at a closing table. You could do a testimonial video, right? So that talks about your value. What value did you bring to these clients that you just sold a house to? Or they just bought a house with you? That would help with your, what it's like to work with you. Social proof. So your value proposition is, why would someone use you? What do you have to offer that's different? You can do that really well in video, in my opinion. All right, how can you come from contribution or connect in a meaningful way using marketing?
I think you can use like advertising certain things about houses, anything. That could be remodeling, it could be little ways that you can, upgrade your house without spending a lot of money. It could be any tips and tricks about selling your home or buying a new home.
Exactly. That's perfect, Pam. That's exactly what I was looking for. Yes, that any kind of tips, fall maintenance, winter maintenance for your home, spring cleaning, any kind of tips like that, anything where you're not looking to get anything, you're just giving information. You're just giving information away, and so that you can be the person that they look to for this type of advice, right? So you're not asking for an email address, you're not asking for anything, you're just giving. You're contributing your knowledge, your information to people in a meaningful way. So let's move on to the next one. How important do you think branding and aesthetic consistency in your marketing is, and how do you achieve it? How important do you think it is that when you see that a brand is recognizable, or that you're consistent across your market, your social media platforms?
I think it's very important because with any kind of, even just call it logo recognition, they're going to absolutely know you and relate you to that branding idea or concept, and they're going to remember your name, they're going to remember your company. And if you have to be consistent in your marketing to be professional across the board and make sure that you're giving them the same message every single time, so they know what to expect from you in the future and know what your business is all about and who you are.
Thank you, Julie. I think that's an excellent answer to that. I agree. I think that we all think of brands, right? Coke, we think of Coca-Cola, we think of Geico. Those brands are seared in our brains because they've done such a good job of branding themselves. And I think that can be challenging. At least I feel it can be challenging to figure out what you want your brand to be. And I think it can kind of be an ever evolving process. You may rebrand after a certain period of time, but I think it is very important to give some thought to what what is your brand and how do you want to be perceived by other people out there? You know, what is your tagline? And I don't mean that in like a cheesy way, but what is it that you offer that you can create a brand around it and be consistent in that marketing? I think it is really key for people remembering you and thinking of you. Like maybe if it's your neighborhood, you know, if I'm in Beau Rivage, maybe I'm the Beau Rivage realtor, you know, whatever it is. You know, I know someone that's the biking realtor, you know, whatever your, yeah, whatever your thing is, you know, you have to find a way to consistently market that and stand out so that people think of you. And so I think that, I'm not saying that it's easy, but I think that it's something that we always need to be thinking about, that people would recognize our marketing and that we're consistent. I think color schemes are very important. And we'll go through that in a little bit when we go into designs, like having a color palette around your business that you use consistent colors. That's a way for people to recognize your post and they stand out. You use consistent colors. That can be hard for us with Keller Williams, but you guys may already know Keller Williams has a white logo. We have a whited out logo that we are allowed to use in case the red, because I find the red can be harsh. It doesn't often go with all the color palettes that we want to use. So you can use the whiteout logo and make it a little bit more consistent with the colors that you want to use. So how do or should you follow up with leads generated from your marketing? I mean, there are a number of ways. Does anyone want to just throw out a couple of ways you would follow up with leads generating from your marketing efforts?
Drip campaign.
Yep. Text. You could call them. You could put them on a smart plan. Our smart plans are work when we don't. Smart plans are great. I think everybody in your database should be on some type of smart plan. Yes, text, call. There are a lot of different ways that we can get in touch with people. I'm just going to move forward a little bit so we can get to the fun part of this. So we're going to take action and create and post marketing materials in Command. So I'm going to ask everyone that's on the call, go ahead and in the room, go ahead and log into Command. Everyone go ahead and log in and you'll follow along with me throughout the demo. So I'm going to go over. Get out of my full screen mode so that I can go. All right, so I'm in my Command. You have to take and minimize this. Y'all can see the whole screen there. All right, so I'm in my Command. Let's go in. All right, so I'm assuming everyone's in Command. I can't see your faces right now. If you need anything, just unmute yourself. I've minimized it so everyone in the room can, and you guys can see a full screen. So you go over to the left side of Command where you have all these icons. And this is your design icon. Almost looks like a little paintbrush. So click on that. So then on the side, so this is your design applet, this is what we'll call it. And then across the top are the different things that you can do within Command Design. You can create an email template, a landing page, a social media post, a print piece of advertising, which could be a listing presentation, it could be a postcard, it could be anything. Your agent site, and you can create a video. So whenever you come in here, these templates right here are ones that I have already saved and used. So you may not necessarily have anything right now under your design templates, but this is what, these are the capabilities that you have within Command right up here at the top. So what we're going to do is create a new design. So if you click on this plus, the teal plus sign, that's how you create a new design in Command. So everyone click on that. And then we're going to select the print option as if we were creating a print piece of marketing, and then click next. Now, I hope at this point that everyone has their marketing profile complete in command. If you don't, we're not going to have time to stop and allow you to do that. So you may just have to follow along and do that later.
No authorization code.
So weird. I don't know.
Must be nice. I have the same
Kristen,
thing.
Yes.
this is Trinice. Which one are we going to be using?
We went into, let me go back. We went into the print, a print piece, and then next. Did you get that far?
I have, okay, I see print at the top. And I have some stuff that I had did before, so I'm looking for,
You click
Like-
on the teal plus sign in the bottom right of your screen.
okay, gotcha. Okay. And they click print again?
Yep. Yep, print, and then next.
Next, okay.
I'm just waiting for a couple people in the room. They're getting an error message.
Oh, that's fine, thank you.
Okay, so JoJo went out and got back in and hers worked. So does anyone on the call, are you getting an error message when you try to get in here?
No.
No.
Okay, what's that? Is anyone behind on their office dues? I'm kidding. All right, so inside the design dashboard, so on the left-hand side, so right now we're in print design. So these are designs. Are you able to get in, Daniel, yet? Maybe if y'all could just watch up here for now. So the print pieces, these are all the options that you have, okay? So if you go over to the left, so we're creating a new design. These are all the templates we have that we can use. So these are the categories. We have listings, so print materials around listings. You expand that out. There are listing presentations, for sale, just listed. So I can click through each of these. Here are sample listing presentations. I think it is critical that everyone on the call and everyone in the room, if you do not already have a listing presentation ready to go, you need one. And so I would encourage you to take this opportunity to work on a listing presentation today using one of these templates. And I'll come back to this, but I just want to go through and show you guys the different ones. You've got for sale templates. Okay, these are door hangers. You've got just listed. So, and across the top in all these categories, so in listing presentations, for sale, you've got Facebook posts related to that. Okay, these are templates you can use to post a just listed on Facebook. These are just listed for Instagram. These are basically done for you. You just have to edit them. Do you want to make a door hanger around a just listed home you just listed? You can make a door hanger here. You could do postcards. So there are so many things. These are flyers, just listed flyers that you could make. Okay, so all of these things you can make, and look, let's go to buyer, just so you can see that too. Buyer presentations, again, everyone needs a buyer presentation and a listing presentation. So you go into these and pick a style that you like, whatever it is. Maybe you like the white background, maybe you like the red, whatever it is, you just pick one and you can start to make it your own. So let's just, for example, say that I'm going back in and I need a listing presentation because let's say I don't have one. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, I'm going to choose from one of these 4 templates. So I'm going to pick this template because I like the way it looks. So then I just click use. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to personalize this template for myself. And all of you can do the same thing. Kimberly, are you able to get in now? Okay. Okay, good. So everyone's in now. All right. So basically what you're going to do is these are all the pages on the left side that are available to you in this particular listing presentation template. You do not have to use all of these. This is totally your decision, what you choose to use from here. So this first page and second page really are not, this is just to show you what it's going to look like, kind of the style of it, and then you have instructions. So you don't want either of those pages added. But you'll want to start by adding this cover page, okay? This is your cover page, so you just click the plus button here. That's the first page in your listing packet, okay? And then maybe you want to add the second page. If it's hard for you to see what they look like in that kind of the thumbnail, you could always add them and then delete them later. Yes.
Could you help us? I think a lot of people have a problem with this. You see how it says on the first page, how it says the KW? Click on the first page. On the right-hand side, it says KW DBA name.
Yes.
Could you help to find where that logo is?
Yes, I can. I can actually show you how to change it.
I would love that.
Okay.
For our logo, right?
Yes, yes. So it's super easy. All you have to do is have the logo saved. You probably have a logo saved on your desktop, right?
Yeah.
So you can upload it into Designs and then it sits there and it's ready anytime you need it. Once you upload it in Designs, you just pop it in and I'll show you how you do that. Okay, so you just go through here, and this is just an example. I'm just gonna say, okay, I love this page. You just keep adding pages, whatever pages you, because this is me, as long as you want, okay? I'm just gonna add pages. So this is just a sample, okay? So what I'm going to do is, now that we've added, just pretend we've added all of our pages that we want in our listing presentation. We're like, okay, we're ready to start editing it. Right here, I'm gonna move this back down. In your, like, kind of your design space right here, you see at the bottom left, it says pages. You can hit the up button and you see all of your different pages that are in your listing package or your listing presentation, okay? And then if you want to get rid of those, you just hit the down arrow and they go back down if you want to look at this as a whole, a whole page. So again, we're going to look, so right now I have I have like 5 pages, okay? So let's say we're ready to start personalizing this. So I'm going to click on the first page. So what you do, and I'll get rid of this so you guys can see it. So this says, this is created for Maria and Chris Roberts. Well, I don't have Maria and Chris Roberts. I don't know who they are. So I want to change this. So what you do is you click in that box, just click right on top of Maria and Chris Roberts. Then I want you to go straight up the page to what looks like, I don't even know what that looks like. It says typewriter. It says typewriter. Do y'all see that? Just go right up to the typewriter, click on it, and change Maria and Chris to Kristen and Ronnie, or whoever it is. Oh, I should put my husband's name first. Look at me, Dan. Ronnie and Kristen, okay? And then at the bottom, once I can get that to go away. This is sitting on top of my thing. It won't let me save it. It's sitting on top of my, there we go. Okay, now it's saved. Okay, so it kind of cramps it up right there, so I need some more space. So you see this arrow, I'm going to drag this box out. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do it again. So our last name's not Roberts. I need to change that. Click on Roberts. Go back up to the typewriter. I'll put my last name, Simpson. Jump in if anybody has a question. I'm just going through, this is just a demo to get for y'all to get started. Okay, Simpson, and I'm going to save it. Okay. And if you want to make it bigger, you drag it out like this, okay, or back in like this. It's really pretty. You just have to play around with it, okay? You can go out this way. You can, whatever. You can just play around.
I'm sorry, Chris, what were you saying that the typewriter was? I didn't see it. I was on the other screen.
Yeah. Okay, so if you look at can you see the names of the people you're presenting this to on your screen?
Yes.
Okay, if you go directly above that, just straight up, if you scroll over, it's like the little icons at the top. One of them says typewriter.
Oh, okay, I see it.
See it? And you just click on that and it'll allow you to change the text.
Fantastic.
Okay. And so another really cool feature is the picture here. So let's say that you don't like that picture and you want to change it. You just click on it like that and you see what happened on the left side. It gave me other images to choose from. Lifestyle at home. Okay, so I'm clicking on that. Have all these other images. So maybe I like this image, right? You can see thumbnails of them. So you see this little, I don't know what you call it. It's like a little 2 arrows, replace image. I just click on it and it changes my picture. And you can do it as many times as you want. You're like, maybe I want this picture, click on it. Maybe I want this picture, click on it. You can click click through here until you find a picture you like. You can add your own, but they have so many great pictures in here. So let's click on it again because I want y'all to be able to see. They have all of these pictures over here to choose from. They have pictures of houses, pictures of families, and they're categorized. And right now, of course, I don't see if I can go back. There we go. So
I just got so excited because I clicked on Instagram and my Instagram came up with all my pictures and stuff.
there you go. There you go. This is exciting. So, again, this is very basic. I'm just going to go through it. I don't want to spend too much time on one thing. If anyone has a question, let me know. But basically, it's very simple. You click on the picture, any picture in these templates, and it will pull up other options, and you can just replace it. Okay, that's just what you need to know here. And then we're going to go down. Next up is Keller Williams doing business as name. Okay, so obviously that's not our logo. So you click on it. And I'm going to go over, and for me, it's under my company. It's under company or ad. Let's see. I'm sorry, it's under logos. Mine is under logos. So I don't know if you guys, you may not have your logo uploaded, but you can upload your own pictures here. And I'm trying to see if you do it here. Let's see. Try to see how you add one. I've already added it. Okay, so you go under add images to add your own logo, but once you add the logo in here, changing it out is very easy. So you basically go over to, we're clicked on DBA name right now, and I just go over to my Keller, let's just say I go over to the Keller Williams logo, and I do the same thing that I did to replace the image of the family or whatever it was. You click this, and there's the Keller Williams logo. Okay. Awesome. I'm going to walk over real quick. I want to see how JoJo did that because I've never done it that way. I uploaded mine, but that's good for me to know too. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, that is so cool. You just dropped it right in. Okay. So she went under the ad and then added an image from her desktop. It really does. It works. This works really well. I think it's super intuitive, and I'm not a graphic designer. I know y'all couldn't tell. Ha ha ha. Okay. Put this over here. All right. Next up, is everyone with me so far? Anyone have any questions? So understand that I'm not getting y'all to do this like you're gonna go out and use this today. I'm just kind of going through. I want y'all to see how to fix it and make it yours. So you go into the picture and you click the 2 arrows, and that replaces it. You click on the picture you want to use, and you click on the double arrows, and it says replace, and it'll just pop that picture right in. Does that make sense? Do you see it? Okay. All right, so now we're going, obviously this is not me, okay? So I'm going to change that picture out. So I'm going to go to, for me, it's under my assets, but again, you're going to need to upload your, and it may be in here. If you've created your marketing profile, Kimberly and JoJo, are your pictures in here, your profile pictures? When you click on that woman's picture in the bottom, is your picture in there because you created your profile? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change her face out with mine. So just go over to my headshot right here, replace image. There I am. You just click on the picture, click in the picture you want to change. And then I went up, mine was located under the My Assets. So where it says Add Company and My Assets in the upper left, I used My Assets and my headshots in there. Okay, then you just replace it. No. Okay, so now we're gonna do this real quick. First name, last name, it's the same thing, guys. All you do is click on what you want to change, go up to the typewriter, and you just type it in. Whatever it is you want to change, you just type it, save changes. And you would just do that throughout this presentation. That's basically how you do this. You go through each page. And again, if I want to look at the next page, I do use that up arrow and down arrow. It shows me the pages in my listing presentation. I go to page 2.
Kristen, can I ask a question?
Yes, absolutely.
So if I set something up, let's just say for Facebook in here for like ads or just marketing in general,
Uh-huh.
can I set them up and have different ones automatically post like once a week or?
Yes, we are going to get there. That is one of the things I'm going to talk about. How to,
Okay.
I've actually, last week, actually scheduled a week in advance a Facebook post using Command.
Awesome.
Okay. So, and we're going to move on just to a couple different types of media and marketing here, but I want to show you guys. So I think that hopefully everyone has an understanding, basic understanding of how to edit this. Does everyone have how to replace pictures and text? That's basically what you're doing here. So once you're done, or even done for now, and you want to come back and do it later, go up here where it says Untitled Design and type in, like, let's say, pre-listing, whatever you want to call it, package, in progress, whatever you want to call it, okay? Whatever you want to call what you're working on, and then you click Done. And now when you go into design, under my design templates, you see here is my template I was working on. So whenever I have time again, I can just go right back in and continue working on that.
I'm so glad you covered the how to change the typing part of the names and stuff, because I was working with it and I was never really shown how. And I was getting so frustrated and I was trying to type in right where it was without clicking the typewriter. And it was just so frustrating. I'm so glad you showed that to us.
Yes, well, I'm glad that that was helpful. So when I was preparing to teach this class, I mean, I'm already using Command a good bit. I'm using some of the marketing, but not, not to the degree that we're talking about in this class. So it really made me get in there more and play around. And I'm so excited because it's working so much better than it was in the past. For us, it's just been a struggle a little bit as they've been upgrading, but I feel like most of these functions are working really well. And these are free things that you guys can be doing in your business. And that's why I'm so excited to show it to you today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip through some of this material. I want to skip through some of the material. I think that you guys have an understanding of what we're talking about, what marketing is. So I'd rather, with your permission, I'd rather just skip to the actual hands-on, because I think that's what everybody wants to learn, right? I think you guys know what marketing and prospecting is, but we want to know, how do I use design in my business on a daily basis? So I've just shown you guys how to, create a listing presentation. What I'd love to show you is how to create a postcard. And so y'all let me know, this is something you'd be excited to learn, how to create a postcard, and then how through Command to send it out in the mail without ever touching it with your hands, and how to target a neighborhood.
Wow.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, wonderful. I was up till about midnight last night. I was driving my husband crazy because I couldn't get this to work, but now it's going to work for you guys because I got it ironed out. So let's go back to print again. And now we may not have time for you guys to make this postcard perfect, okay? But what we're going to do is I want you to understand how to create it, how to download it, and how to target your neighborhoods and all that. And you can always go back in and create another one. The main thing I want you to understand is how to do it. You can go back in and make it your own a little bit later, because we probably don't have enough time for everyone to get it just right, okay? So go back into print at the top here, and then I want you to click on your teal plus sign again. Click print again, and next. So we're creating a new print design. Okay, now let's go into, let's do just sold. On the left side, click on just sold.
Under listing.
Uh-huh. If anyone's not there yet, let me know. So just sold, and then we're gonna go over to standard postcards. Okay. So honestly, you guys can pick any postcard you want. I'm just gonna pick, I'll pick this one, use, just sold. All right. Okay, I'm not sure if y'all are ready for, I was really excited about how cool this is. I know I'm geeking out on y'all. Okay, so we've got just sold, perfect. Okay, so you can go from this design, from this postcard right into the MLS. Okay, you see where this says KWLS right here? You click on that. If you have a listing that you just sold, and even if you don't, just go with me here, okay? So let's pretend you have a listing you just sold. You're trying to create this postcard. Go into KWLS right here. Looks like a telephone pole, okay? And search for a listing. So search by listing address. I'm gonna do 416 Venus. That was one of my recent listings. Drive. Okay, just put in an address, anything. Something will come up that you can use. So let's see, where is my, and I'm going to do, let's see, search by listing agent. You can search a number of different ways. Search by listing address, the MLS number, listing agent. Do listing address.
So I have a question. So even if it's not your listing, you can pick
Yes.
by using the MLS number, even if it has, let's say the agent has already changed the status to sold, it'll still come up?
I think it will. So last night I was looking when I was doing it, and it looked, the interface looks a little bit different than it does right now, but that's not unusual with Command. I think it asked me, like, is it all stages? Basically, it gave you, like, you know, active, under contract, pending, whatever. It lets you pick all stages.
Okay.
And so that's what I found last night, but I'm just gonna pick something. I'm just gonna pick this one. And then you can literally, so you take your pictures from any listing and just pop it in, okay? Not that I would ever use that. It's not, my own listing's not pulling up right now, so I don't know why that is. But you know what you could do is you could just go to images. Even if it's not a picture of the actual house, you know, your house, you could go to images and drag in a really pretty, let's see. You could go in, let's see, add company, trying to find images here, add in. You could add in another house. It wouldn't even have to really be that house. It could be any house. Say, I'm just going to try to see if I can find another picture of this house. That's ugly too. I'm so sorry. Who's listing this? This is not any of our people's listings. I'm sorry. It's a lovely listing. Okay. All right. So I think you get the drift, although, you know, this may not work perfectly while we're in here, but I just want y'all to see how to do it. So you would go in, and in the same way, okay, we're going to change the address. So let's just click on this. What we want to change. Yes. Uh-huh.
The picture, I'm trying to put the picture in, but it's just covering the other one. It's not replacing it. How are we getting it to? No, for the one I'm doing, I'm trying to get it to replace it.
Okay,
Yours is automatically replacing.
It isn't replacing it?
Yours does, ours doesn't.
Oh, that's weird. Did you click on the replace image like that? See the little double arrows where you, on the image on the left, you click replace image?
Yes, and it's doing the same thing.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
Let me try it again. 1 minute.
So you know what I know in Canva, you can actually go to, and I may mess this up, but I'm gonna give it a try. So in Canva, you can go to the image and hit delete, and it gives like the image, if it'll let us click in the image in here, and it gives you like the template for a photo, and then you can do, but it won't.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that works.
Okay.
That works. You have to click on the other image. Yeah.
Now I just lost my postcard. Is everybody able to make it work that's on Zoom? You able to
Yes.
replace that image?
Yes.
That works.
That worked? Okay, so is everybody good on Zoom? If you're not, let me know. We're gonna go to the back of the postcard. You may not have it all exactly right, but
I'm not yet, Kristen, but I'll work on it.
okay. I just want to make sure that you guys understand how to do it, and then you may have to play around with it. This part is super important. This is what had me messed up yesterday, and I had to go back and watch the 66-day challenge for this particular piece, okay? So down here at the bottom, just like when you're looking at your listing presentation, you have, you can look at it just the one side of the postcard, and then you hit the up arrow for pages, and you've got the front of the postcard and the back of the postcard, okay? So click on the back of the postcard right here on the right. And now we can edit this, right? So right here, I want to put my picture in instead of this picture. So I'll go back over to my assets, which is where my headshot is saved, and I'm going to replace it. There's my picture. Okay. And then I would go in, just like we did before, change my name, the, this information, my website, the phone number, using the typewriter app like we did last time. You just change that text to whatever you want it to be. Okay. And then again, our logo needs to be changed out. So I would click on that. I would go over to logos like we did before, replace. There's the Keller Williams logo. Okay. You could put download my app. I just don't like the way my app looks. That long link. It's just not very attractive, but
So for those who don't know, you can go to GoDaddy and request for, well, you have to pay for it, so that your app will change. So when I can put in mine, and I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's app.TriniceJefferson.com. I think that's the way mine's set up. So if you ever want to look into that, instead of using all of those letters and numbers, it's much cooler to have it personalized to you.
I agree. That's a great idea. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
All right. Does everyone, and feel free to say if you do not, does everyone feel like they have just a good, a basic understanding of how to get in the postcards and edit the postcards that you choose? It may take you a little while to make it the way you want it to be, but before I move on, I just want to make sure everyone knows how to. You go to print, you go to postcard, you add a new design, you go to postcard, and then you're going to edit it using the typewriter, adding in pictures. Does everyone have just a basic understanding of how to get it on the screen and edit it before we move on?
Yes, and thank you so much about the typewriter, because
Yes.
that was a headache.
Okay, and so what we're going to do next, super important, you come up again, and I want you to click on this, and I want you to name it. I want you to say whatever you're calling. I'm going to call mine Venus I'm going to say just listed, even though it's just sold, because I have another one in there called something else, just listed, okay? And then you hit done. And I'm going to say save, even though it's not exactly what I wanted. I'm going to pretend that it is. Daniel's leaving the room, and he's about to miss the most important part, but that's okay. I'll fill him in later. I know, hurry, because this part is gonna, you won't be able to do it if you don't. Okay, so now the postcard. So now if you go into My Design Templates, does everyone see in My Design Templates that you see your postcard that you just created, right? Does everyone see that? When you renamed it and click done, it should show up. These are My Design Templates, and you should have your own. You should see your postcard. You rename it in the upper right corner. If anyone on Zoom didn't rename theirs and save it, let me know. I'm waiting for everyone in the room to rename theirs and save it.
Yes, I did.
Perfect. Yeah, I just saved mine. It's not how I want it to be, but I want to be able to show y'all how to do this. So everyone rename and hit done. And it will take you back into design templates where you can see your postcards.
You can always go back in and edit it.
Oh, absolutely, yes. I am just doing this so you guys feel you know how to do it.
So let us know that it exists.
It exists, where to find it, and then you can go, I can go right back in here. I could go right back into this one I was working on and start working on it again. Okay, all right. All right, so I was just saying, you can go right back into it, continue working on it in your design templates, okay? So I'm gonna go back, hopefully not too far back. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is how we can use the postcard that we just made. Let me go back into my designs. I want to show you how we use a postcard that we just made for a direct mail campaign. Go back to my designs where you saved your postcard. It should have taken you back there already when you click done, okay? All right, so everyone's back in their designs. They see their postcard. I want you to click on your postcard again, and I want you to open it up, the one that you just created. So click on it. The way you download this is everything, okay? Because if you download it in an incorrect way, it's not going to work when we go to use a direct mail campaign. Yay, Daniel. All right, Daniel's back, so you're not gonna miss this. Go into designs and open up the postcard that you just created, okay? Because the way you save this, the way you download this will determine whether or not you actually can use it in a direct mail campaign, all right? So everyone's in their postcard, and we're going to go, right now I'm looking at the front of my postcard, okay? So you go up to the download button in the upper right corner. Everyone see it? I want you to click on that. Very important. This is for a direct mail postcard campaign. You want to download it as a PDF. So you click on Get PDF, this far right corner, and then I want you to use manual bleed under published settings. Yes, click on the download button at the top right on the first page of your postcard. Yeah, get PDF. Then you're going to click on under quality. I picked high resolution, print quality, and under published settings, use manual bleed. And do not think I know that because I'm fancy. I watched the 66-day challenge. He told me to do that, and it works. Okay, so this is just the front of our postcard. We are going to download the front and the back into two separate files, okay? Is everybody with me? Everybody there? All right. Start the download on the front of your postcard. It's going to take just a minute for it to download, and it'll pop up at the bottom. You'll see it down here in the bottom left once it downloads, and that's the front of my postcard. I'm going to open it up. Okay, all right, I lied. Go back. I want y'all to go back. This is what I did. Okay, let's do that again. So you want to download it again. I forgot to tell you one very important thing. Download again, PDF. You don't want to do all pages. You're doing current. You're going download page range 1 to 1. I'm sorry, this is very important. So we are just downloading this one side of the postcard, okay? So you download in range 1 to 1, which is just this first page, high quality, use manual bleed. Okay, forgot that one thing. So then we're going to start the download. So we are downloading the front of our postcard. Wait for it to show up in the bottom left. Once it shows up, I'm going to open it up. There's the first page of my postcard. And I want everyone to save as. Somewhere you can find it, okay? I'm going to do desktop, and I'm just going to add a quick folder and say class, just so I can find it. I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to call it, I right-clicked and did save as. I'm going to call this postcard front. and then I'm going to save it, okay? Is everybody with me so far? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm too fast.
Once we went back, once you said go back.
Okay, I'll wait for you. Okay, so where are you now? Hi, Daniel.
While they're talking about that, can I ask why it's important to save each page?
Yes.
separate?
Because whenever we go over to create a campaign and command a direct mail campaign, it has us upload the front of the postcard and the back of the postcard separately. So you have to have it separate. You have to save it separately. And it has to be a PDF, and you have to do manual bleed for it to turn out correctly. You know, I don't know. We have to ask Marty Miller with the 66-day challenge. All right, everyone on Zoom, are you guys good? You've got your postcard downloaded.
Manually bleed, that's it, okay. Now,
I'm just going to wait just a moment, guys, for everyone in the room to get in the same place.
other question, is that your computer that you're working on?
Yes.
So, can I teach you tomorrow?
Mhm.
So, I have to work off my old computer.
I plugged it in using the cable for this because I didn't want to work on the Chrome laptop. Yeah, absolutely.
And now you're gonna get teased tomorrow.
Does anyone on Zoom have any questions while we're waiting for just a moment? I hope everyone's following along and I'm not going too fast.
You're not, you're going at a great speed.
I'm good. I'm writing down the directions, because I want to do mine perfectly. I want to do it perfect because I do have a couple of sales pending, that I want to put these out on.
Yeah, and this is something that, you know, I want you guys to understand how to edit, and then practicing on your own is something we can do anytime, but I want you guys to make sure you understand how to edit it, and then you just go back in and play around, you know?
Right.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You know, I'll tell you, I think you can, because once we download the front and the back, you could probably use those files and upload them into Vistaprint or wherever else you were, you know how you do it, your design in Canva, and upload it somewhere else. So I'm sure you could. I mean, these are quality resolution downloads that you could probably upload to any site and print if you wanted to. Yes, I saved it to my desktop. So I need to go in while Kimberly's doing that. I'm going to go ahead and do page 2 of my postcard. So I'm going to go back to command. I'm going to go back to my pages. I'm going to click on the back of my postcard. Okay, just like we did last time. We're going to hit download, get PDF. I'm going to do download page range 2 of 2 because this time I'm doing the back of my postcard. High resolution, use manual bleed. I'm going to start the download again, just like I did with the first side of the postcard. Wait for it to show up. And then I don't know what's going on here, but again, we can always go back in and change that. So right now I'm going to do save as. This is the back of my postcard. I'm going to go in here, postcard front. This is postcard back. Okay. Save. So now I have the front and back of my postcard saved on my desktop, ready to upload whenever I create a campaign in Command. Kimberly, where are you? Are you good? You are? Okay. All right, so we're going to go back out now, but does everyone have their, if you do not have both your sides of your postcard saved on your desktop, let me know. Sounds like everybody's good. Okay. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to hit the KW arrow up here in the upper left just to go back into, trying to get back into Command. So give me 1 second. Just your Command dashboard. Let's see. So everyone get all the way back into Command. All right. So Is everyone back in command? We're going to get started creating a print ad campaign. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to come over to the left side to our campaigns icon. It looks like a megaphone. Okay, everyone click on that. Now, when you're in campaigns, these are the different types of campaigns you have. You can do paid ads on Facebook, emails, direct mail, or social post. Right now, we're going to do direct mail. I will go over social post and paid ads if we have time, but definitely social posts, do as much as I can in the time we have. So we're going to go to direct mail because we want to take that postcard we just created and we want to mail it out, okay? So click on direct mail and create a new campaign right up here in the upper right corner. Now we're going to click again, it's a little repetitive, click on direct mail again. It doesn't really matter what your goal is here. Marty Miller said that was really just for information for KWRI. So let's give it a name. I'm going to call this Venus postcard example. It is in my neighborhood. What's that?
After you hit direct mail, what do you hit?
Let me see. Do it again. Direct mail. And then you do create a new campaign in the upper right corner. You see it? And then you click in the teal, create a new, the teal plus sign is always create a new design, create a new campaign. It's like the teal plus sign. And then you click direct mail. And are you there? Was that Pam?
Yeah, it's me.
Are you there?
I hit the plus sign. New direct mail campaign, advertise listing, attract listings.
You have to call it something at the top. You have to give it a name.
Oh, okay.
So I called my Venus postcard example. I'm going to say I'm attracting listings. Okay, I'm just going to click that. And then I'm going to do upload a custom template because we have a custom template that we already created. So everyone click on upload custom template.
Okay.
Okay, and set up campaign. This is why it's important, Daniel, to upload your front of your postcard and the back of your postcard, okay? It doesn't really matter. I did like attract listings. Give everybody a chance to get here.
I'm sorry. I went to name the campaign and lost where you are. How did you get to this screen?
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go through it one more time. So we're going to create a new campaign.
Right.
Is everyone following me? Create a new campaign. Jojo, are you there?
Can we go back to getting to campaign?
Okay, I'll go all the way back. I'll go all the way back to coming into command. How about that?
Thank you.
All right, sure, no problem. All right, so we're at our home screen, okay? We're going to go into campaigns, which is the megaphone icon on the left side. Click there. On the upper right, we are going to create a new campaign. Okay. Okay. Hold on for just a second. Mine's in the upper right. I don't know if y'all have Macs. This is probably why y'all have Macs. I don't. So I just want to have. Okay, so try that. Yep. Okay. So if you have a, let me get back where everybody. If you have a Mac, apparently your plus sign is on the bottom right. Okay. If you have a Mac, your plus sign's on the bottom right. I do not have a Mac. All right. We're moving forward. From here, you click on direct mail. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to name this Venus postcard example. I'm going to say that I want to attract listings. And I'm going to upload a custom template, the bottom selection, okay? Set up campaign. This is why it is important. At the top, you see front of postcard, back of postcard, okay? So we're going to start, you see it's underlined. This is what we're doing right now. So when we go to back of postcard, you'll see a line here. Right now, we're uploading the front of your postcard. Click on, there we go. So I'm going in to find it on my desktop. I'm uploading the front of my postcard. Hopefully everyone is with me. I'm uploading the front of my postcard. Well, actually, you know what? Let me find it. I did one last night, so I want to show y'all that one. Let's see. Stevie's font. For my postcard. I'm trying to find the one I did last night while y'all are uploading yours. Give me a second. I'm trying to find mine. Let's see. All right, I'll just use the one that I just did. All right, so I'm going to find the front of my postcard. It's not going to be as pretty as I want it to be, but I'm going to do postcard front, okay? And then I'm going to open, okay? There it is, okay? And then I'm going to do, then I'm going to upload. I'm going to go, once that's done, see front of postcard done, I'm going to go over to back of postcard and do the same thing. Upload the back of my postcard, postcard back, open, okay? And then you click, once you have the front and back uploaded, you're going to click continue. Is everyone with me so far? Yes, Jojo. Yes. You're naming the campaign. No. You're naming the campaign. We're creating a campaign. You're creating a direct mail campaign and you're naming the direct mail campaign. Call it anything you want. Call it junk postcard, practice postcard. So we need to have our front and back uploaded, and then you click done. Okay. All right. So we've got our name and our goal, right? Venus postcard example, our goal, I said attract listings. It doesn't really matter what you choose. Now let's click on Market Center. This is where you're going to have to add your logo, okay? So you're going to add your Market Center logo wherever you have it on your computer. You just upload it. And if you're not ready because you don't have it, you just follow along and you can go back and do it later. I just want everyone to see how you do it. And let's see, here's my Keller Williams logo, open. All right, so I've got my Keller Williams logo there. And then you fill out your Market Center information. Keller Williams Realty Services. I promise this is, I'm going to get to the cool part in a minute. Okay, put our address. What's that? Oh, I know it's.
You're cool, Kristen.
Oh, you are too sweet. Okay, all right. So everyone fill out their Market Center information. Oh, I forgot my state. Importante. All right. Right, everybody. Everybody got their Market Center information filled out. We're filling it out. So we're just going to go through and fill out each one of these tabs, okay? So you got your Market Center information, and for some reason you have to click Verify Address for it to move forward. And so it'll say, oh, is this what you meant? Causeway Approach, yes, confirm address. Moving on. This is the part that's really exciting, the targeting part. If you are not ready to go to the targeting part, let me know. We've got one person not ready.
Not ready.
Okay. All right. If you can't find the logo, just put a picture in there. It doesn't matter. Just put something in there so you can move forward, so you can see how this works. All right, so I'm getting ready to move on to targeting. Y'all ready? All right, here we go. Targeting, so let's click on that. This is so exciting to me. So local, you can either target your database, which I don't want to do because this is a listing and I want to target people around that listing, like as if I'm farming this neighborhood. So I'm going to put a street address in there. You guys can use whatever address you want. I'm going to put 416 Venus Drive, if I can spell. All right. And then it's Louisiana and Mandeville. Okay. And I'm going to save it. So again, I put just put an address in there. Whoever you're targeting for direct mail with this particular postcard, put the address of whatever it is, the house that you're using in this targeting area, and then you click save. Okay, is everyone there with me? Does everyone have an address in there? All right, this is so cool. So now you go to step 2 at the top right, configure targeting. Are you sure you want to create this campaign? Yes. We can always exit out of it, so we're just going to all say yes. Okay, so right now, all these blue dots are houses that are getting my postcard that I just created, okay? So I think that is so cool. So what we can do is right now we're targeting 200 homes. If you don't want to do 200 homes, use your little toggle. I want to do 20, I want to do 1,000, whatever it is. So I'm going to leave it at 200 for now, for me. So I want to do 200 homes, 222, whatever, I'll leave it there, okay? And then I want to say, what property type am I targeting with this direct mail campaign? I want single family homes. I want homes, what I just sold was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So I want to say, I don't want to do anything around this property that's more than 4 bedrooms because that would probably take me into the sanctuary and I don't want that. So you toggle over and you'll watch the dots go down on the screen, okay? It'll decrease. And then you can do square footage. I want to do, you know who your market is for whatever house you're selling. So I'll say, I don't want to go above like 3,400 square feet, let's say maybe 3,000 square feet. I'm near the sanctuary, so I don't want to go into the sanctuary with my postcards because this house is not a price point that would go for the sanctuary. So it wouldn't really be good marketing for me. Year built, you can kind of leave that wherever you want. Year last sold, take this at least back to 2018 because you don't want to market to someone that just bought a house in the past 2 years because they're probably not going to buy another house, right? So if you're looking for for sellers, so I'm going to go back to 2018, and I probably want to bring this year last sold up from, I think that says 1800. So I don't really want to go back quite that far. So I'll come up to like, my neighborhood was built in the 80s. You can pick whatever you want, like whatever. No, it's bedrooms. It says 0 to whatever, up to 20,000 square feet. And then last sold price, I'm going to do under 400 because that's just kind of where my price point is. I'd say under like 360, okay? So right now, these blue dots are where my postcard is going now. You can get more specific. So let's say that I want to make sure that my postcards are not going to the sanctuary at all. I'm going to enlarge my screen just a little bit. And then I can go up here. If you're not happy with where these houses are, you can click on this recenter, the targeting tool, and actually map it out like you do on the MLS, just like you map out on the MLS. You can click here and I can say, okay, I'm looking at my neighborhood. And I'm just gonna go around my own neighborhood, right? Do like this. Just click, click, click. And I wanna stay out of the sanctuary, okay? I'm just showing y'all how I would do this. Right? Here, here. So now I'm only sending it to my neighborhood, to people that meet that criteria, okay? So right now I am sending 167 postcards based on the criteria that I selected. And it will cost me $98.53. And they mail them for me. So what are everyone's thoughts on that? Do y'all think this is a cool thing to use? Everyone on Zoom, what do you think about the ability that you have to do this and mail it right from command?
Absolutely great. Now, the question is, how long is it taking for the production to begin and complete to be mailed out?
I read, or I heard from Marty Miller when I watched his video, he said typically that they go out in about 3 business days.
Okay.
I think this is fantastic, Kristen. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I thought this was so great because I often do postcards and I'll create them in Canva, print them in Vistaprint, get them mailed to me or order them straight from Canva. Then I got to do the labels and do the stickers and, you know, get the postage. And so to know that you could do it right here in one place and do everything and they mail them and they actually just put on the addresses, they put current resident. So none of them will be returned to you. In other words, if someone is moved or the information is not up to date, it goes directly out to these folks and it says current resident. It's just like a win-win to me. So let's say we're doing 167, just trying to see the price per, you know, and I know everyone has to see if this makes sense for your budget, but I'm trying to see how much is this a postcard because it includes postage. So it looks like it's about $1.70 a piece. But if you think of the printing for a postcard, a stamp is like a postage stamp is like 30 cents per stamp. Yeah, it's I mean it's I don't know, it's over 30.
It's 58 cents now.
For postage? For a postcard?
For a postcard, I don't know, but a regular one
Postcards are
is
about
58
30. I think they're about 30 cents because I just mailed some out. So if you do 30 cents of postage times the 167 plus your postcards plus the time it takes you to do it, you've already created it here, you selected your addresses, you hit next and your credit card's charged and they're on the way. What?
Without doing the little pin
Mm-hmm.
here, can you just type in a neighborhood and it's like that neighborhood?
Natasha was asking, can you just type in a neighborhood? You know, I haven't tried to do that. I can go back because I'm obviously not doing this one anyway. Let me see if I can get out of here. Let me see. Let's see. See how it's at the top where it says recenter? I wonder what would happen if you just typed a neighborhood. I don't know if you can, but let me try. And now it gives me a street. Yeah. So anyone have any? Yeah, you could, yeah, that's why I did it because I just want my neighborhood. So I just went in. It's just like the MLS tool. It works exactly the same way. It's a polygon tool. You just grab it. So does anyone on Zoom or in the room have any questions about this? Why don't we do this? Why don't we take a 10-minute break, and then whenever we come back, I can go over your social media, how to post from command in your social media, what options you have there, and then also I'm happy to take y'all through command Facebook ads and how you do that. And so let's come back at, let's say 10:40. All right, everybody take a break and meet me back at 10:40, and we'll get started again. Oh, you got an appointment?
do out of town buyers, and they're trying to get me to do like FaceTime and stuff. I
I've
don't
done
like
it.
doing videos of myself.
Yes, you do. What are you talking about? You're good at it.
Hey, so what is your name? Natasha, I'm Daniel. I'll be your treasure tomorrow. I'm gonna be extremely mean. So just
Not.
No, Natasha, if you Zoom tomorrow, I'm gonna call you out on every question. So what time?
Kristen.
Yeah, just to make sure I can get it set up. Yeah, so someone.
It's Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Hey, I just had to step out and use the restroom real quick. So I'm on the page where it says configure targeting, and I have all that clicked on and everything. So how did you get to where you're at now from there?
Okay, so you already filled all this stuff on the left already?
Where it says number of homes to target, property type?
Yes.
Okay,
You did all that already?
yes.
So basically what I did is I went in and did a little extra, and I used the Polygon tool and just marked off my own neighborhood.
Okay.
You don't have to do that. So in other words, I could just recenter it on the address that I had before. Like this is where it was before. Let's see, take that out.
So where it says at the bottom, it says total like $88.50. Then I would hit
Yes.
next.
But I can't hear. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you. So at the bottom where it says the total, that would be the total amount for the postcards and the
Okay.
postage, and they mail them for you.
Okay, wow, that's awesome.
And so what I did was I went in and used the Polygon tool because I didn't want the sanctuary getting my postcards. I wanted it just in my neighborhood. So I wanted to define a little bit more.
Okay.
So this is all in our control here. What we're doing here, we can go in and then I think it's so cool. You just hit next. They have your credit card on file, and they go out in 3 business days mailed directly to these people.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome.
So I'm going to take a quick break too. Everyone's taking a break. We'll be back at 10:40, and I am going to go over social post.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
All right.
No, she has all of them. Probably, three bedroom, they get all, get all. I don't know, that's exactly how long. 2014 house. Primary election is it the September 3rd? You're doing this, you're doing a state. Where's the general? Go back to that. Oh, okay, this is the general.
Everybody, I'm back. We're not starting yet, but if you have any questions, feel free to jump on or to, I guess, to let me know before we get started again. So Natasha, you'll be here tomorrow when Daniel's here. Let him know that if he uses this laptop, I think that using my laptop is what's causing the, oh, it echoes too? Oh, okay, well then I don't feel so bad. Okay, let me see what other stuff I did not go over here. I figured y'all would like the hands-on stuff more than just the, you know.
It is. I love marketing. See, I have a degree in graphics.
Oh, do you? Well, this is right up your alley then. Well, and you know, that's the thing about Keller Williams, like that's the thing about what we, and this is obviously kind of new for us, Command, but I think that I think it would be or should be such a big selling point for recruits, because I doubt that there are a lot of other companies with something this advanced in terms of designs. Like you see how many options there are in there. I mean, it's just limitless what you can do with the designs. But when I first started using it, it felt almost like, what did you say you used? I forgot what you said. Yeah, it almost felt like a little too much for me when I first looked at it, you know, like advanced for just the average person. Yeah, but it is, once you play around with it, it's pretty intuitive and you can figure it out. Well, I actually have a marketing degree too. I have merchandising and marketing. I think it does. I mean, it's obvious. It's funny looking back that was an interest of mine. When you're 18, how do you know? You know what I'm saying? But I chose it, and now I find that it's all, I'm a fashion merchandising with a marketing minor, but not like design as in like, you know, technology, but well, yeah, I mean, I think that this does real estate allows you to use so many things and use your strengths together, you know. I'm so glad all of you are joining us on Zoom today too. Thank you so much for joining us. I think this is such a great class and I hope that y'all are getting a lot out of it. I wanted to go to New York and be a designer. I did work for a fashion company in Germany though. I did. I did. Lived in Europe for a little while. Dutch. Close. It's close. It's close. It's guttural. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. All right, it is 10:40 and I'm going to get started again. We are going to go into social post. Waiting for my students to come back. You all are coming back on Zoom. Yes, so we're going to, I'll wait for them to get in the room. Daniel's gone. Yes, it is back in the campaigns tab. Okay. All right, so if everyone would go, we're gonna get started. Go into your campaigns, click on the campaigns icon again. And many of you have probably not seen this, and I think that this is really a cool feature of Command. So we're in we use the campaigns icon. Now we're going to go into the social post at the top. Now my Facebook is connected. My Facebook business page is connected. Please make yourself a note. If you're on this call and your Facebook business page is not connected, please connect it today so that you can use these features. Very, very important. If you're not connected, then you can't do anything from here in terms of your social post. So connect your business Facebook page and you're good to go here, okay?
Is that where it says all channels selected?
Where do you see that? On the screen. Oh, I see it. All channels selected. Yes. So mine has Facebook and Twitter connected, even though I don't even use Twitter. I don't even know why that's checked. I just use Facebook.
I don't either, but it's checked for me too.
So just real quick while we're waiting, let me show you. You can go over, I'm going to take y'all real quick. If you have not connected your Facebook, I can show you where to do it. You go to back up to the home icon, and then you go up to your picture up here at the upper right, and it's under settings. Just real quick in case someone has not done it, just to show you where to go. Of course, nothing's happening. What happened?
Does it have Instagram?
You know what? I don't see Instagram on here, and I don't know what just happened to my, let's see. Let me try it again. So I'm going back into settings. Okay, it came up that time. So you see, this is where in settings, in command, this is where my Facebook is connected. You have DocuSign, Dotloop, Facebook. So my Facebook is connected. So if you've not connected that's yours, that's where you do it. No, your business Facebook. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go back again. Go back to campaigns, go back to your megaphone. We're going to create a social media post, okay? So across the top, we're in campaigns. I want you to click on social post. It's the last selection on the right at the top. Click on social post. They have something in command and it's called quick post. So these are ways that if you come in, you're not sure what to post, they've created some things for you that are super easy for you to just go out and post right away. And that's over here on this right side. These are what they call quick post. This is the coolest thing. If you've not seen the video, create your own neighborhood video, okay? Everyone should have this on their screen right now. I want you to click this arrow right here. So we're gonna create our own neighborhood video, okay? All right, this up. Now search neighborhoods. You can do this for any neighborhood you want. I'm gonna do my neighborhood, okay? Put your neighborhood in, and it should pull up in the drop down. If you don't see your neighborhood, just do it till you find a neighborhood that comes up in the drop down box, like Sanctuary in Mandeville, Heavens Rivage in Mandeville. These are all ones that I know that are in there. Beau Chene, wherever you are, pick a neighborhood, okay? Pick a neighborhood and click next. No, you just start typing the neighborhood name in. Okay, now let me just tell y'all this. This is a little advanced of this version of this, but if your neighborhood is not in the drop down list, okay, put a neighborhood in that is, and then change it here. Does that make sense? So if you don't see your neighborhood, but you have the statistics, these neighborhoods are pulled from Nextdoor. Not every neighborhood is in Nextdoor. So what you'll find is sometimes your neighborhood that you live in or a neighborhood you're farming in or whatever is not a Nextdoor neighborhood. Well, if you can pull the stats from the MLS, create your own report, pick any neighborhood and then just go in and change it here. When you click next, then you could change it, say Beau Chene, whatever, you can change this. Average home price, if your neighborhood is in command, it'll populate this already, okay? This is my neighborhood. It pulled this in automatically. I didn't do anything. Average home price. Average home prices are on the rise, okay? Then you go down, number of homes for sale 6, average days on the market. So what are your neighborhood features? The top 3, you can change this. It says my neighborhood has live experiences. We actually don't, and we do not have live music. So what I can do is go down, I can take these out. These really do not represent my neighborhood, okay? And I'll click the down arrow. We can say, we're dog lovers. My neighborhood has dog lovers. And you'll see in a minute how this comes into play. Hardworking, I'm just picking 3, okay? Let's say we're hipsters, we're really not, but I'm gonna say that, okay? So I've got that. So you pick your 3 neighborhood features that no, not that I'm aware of right now. So just pick 3. Everybody pick 3, whatever you want to pick. Then you click on agent information. It already pulled my information in. If you've completed your marketing profile, it's already pulled that in for you. And then you look at your brokerage information. Again, it's already done, okay? Now, I want you guys to see what happens when I click next. This is like magic, okay? I'm gonna click next. Look what happens. It's generating a video about my neighborhood that I just selected. Okay, I want you guys, I'm gonna enlarge this a little bit. I want you guys to see this video. Watch this. It makes me look so smart. And it's dragging, but you get the drift. This is where your preferences come into play. It says dog lovers, hardworking, whatever you pick, it's going to come up here. Hipster.
Does it have music playing in the background as well?
Okay, just 1 second. It's almost over. It's like a drag. I don't know what's going on with it.
Does it have music playing in the background as well?
It does. It does. And so once I create my video, I can save right here and it will post it automatically on Facebook. Okay, save and post and put it right on Facebook. See that? And it automatically gives you text. Hi neighbor, want to learn more about the latest market trends, real estate development, lifestyle highlights in your neck of the woods? Let's chat. It puts it right on Kristen Simpson Realtor Facebook. What do y'all think about that?
Awesome. The steps went by really fast, so I got lost.
Oh, you did? Do you want me to do it again?
Yes, please.
The neighborhood, you want me to do the neighborhood video again? Like to show you how I created it?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right, let me get out of this. It's like, we're having like an internet issue. Go away, go away.
I love the fact that it's a quick post, because if you don't have anything necessarily going on, you could just put stuff out there about a neighborhood, even several neighborhoods. You know, you could probably do it once a week in different neighborhoods, you know, because you never know where someone wants to go.
Exactly. So my recommendation to you guys, if we're going to post on social media, we need to be deliberate about it and we need to be consistent. And I know that that's really hard for us. We have a lot of different things going on. So I think creating a social media calendar or posting calendar, and it can be as basic as Monday, you post an event that's coming up in your area for the week. Tuesday could be a neighborhood video. You can highlight a different neighborhood using this every single Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go through it and don't make it hard. Come up with a theme for each day. And then I'm gonna see if I can refresh to get out of this. Come up with a theme for each day, keep it simple, but consistent. So, I mean, you can do this in any neighborhood, anywhere, you know, any neighborhood, it doesn't matter. You know, you just go in and even if your neighborhood's not in next door, you can create the stats. Let's go through it one more time, just for clarity. Maybe I went too fast on that. So we are in, again, we're in campaigns. We're gonna do a social post. I'm clicking on my campaigns icon again, just for anybody that might've missed it. Going back up to social post, okay? This is where, see on the left side of my screen, the week of October 18th through 24th, this is where I can create in advance post for every day coming up that will post on that particular day. I can set it and forget it. You can come in here and set up your post for a whole week in advance, right here, okay? You can schedule your post. On the right side of your quick post that are ready, quick and fast and easy for you to get something on social media. We are going to create a neighborhood video again. So here it is right here. All you do to create it is you click on the right arrow. You have to select a neighborhood. You have to pick a neighborhood. So pick a neighborhood here. I'm going to do the sanctuary this time. Okay. You type your neighborhood in, and when it comes up at the bottom, you select it. If you don't see your neighborhood, just put neighborhoods in there till you find one, just for an example, that shows up in the drop down. Select it and click next. Is everyone with me? If you're not, let me know. Okay. From that neighborhood that you selected, everything is auto-populated. You don't have to do anything. It gives you the average home price, sale price per square foot. It gives you all that information right here. And then you're going to select your neighborhood features. It auto-populates, and I'm not really sure where it gets that from. I'm really not sure, but if you don't think that it's appropriate for that neighborhood, you change those features by using your drop-down, okay? Everybody with me? If you're not, just let me know. Then you've got to fill out your agent information, which if you have your marketing profile filled out, you should already have that. So if you've not done that, write this down when you get off this call, this Zoom, fill out your marketing profile because it'll make everything easier for you. Then you have your market center information. Make sure when you get off this call, if you don't have the Keller Williams logo for our market center, upload it on your computer somewhere, do it because you're going to need it for every single piece of print or social media. Anything you do, you need it, okay? So once you've filled out all of these three tabs, all you do is click next and it generates the video. That's all you have to do. And we're just waiting for the video to upload, but that's really all there is to it. It's so easy. And so once it's done, all I hit is save and post video. And it gives me post like text already. Hey neighbor, want to learn more about the latest market trends? And then my video is right here. And it tells me where am I posting it? My Kristen Simpson Realtor Facebook page. You can preview the post. What is it going to look like? Going to look like this, okay? All I have to do is put publish, and I've just published a neighborhood video on my Facebook page from command.
Kristen, at the end of the video, it looked like it had your Keller Williams app.
Yes, it does. I think it does. Yeah. But I don't think it has the link to it. But my link is in my marketing profile, so I'm not sure why it's not showing up. But I don't want to play it again because there's a drag and there's like a echo or something. So, but y'all definitely play around with this. I mean, this is so easy. There is no reason not to post at least once a week, some neighborhood once a week. Anyone have any thoughts on this? Comments, questions? So glad. Because I really want y'all to, to be able to use your social media to get business. It makes you visible. It makes you knowledgeable. It makes you, in your neighborhood. This is such a cool video. This is like a professionally done little video that you would have paid someone to do for you. It's already done. All you have to do is plug the neighborhood in. Super, super easy, okay? All right, so I'm going to get out of this because I want to show y'all. So we're in our social media post and campaigns. This, I've already showed y'all how you can go over and do a quick post, okay? You've seen that, that's what we just did. But you can go in here on a Sunday evening or a Sunday, whatever day of the week you set it. You say Monday, Sunday, I'm going to create videos or posts for the next week. This is where you schedule your post. You see, we can schedule posts for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday right from here. So you just click on for tomorrow, create a social post. Just click on
Kristen.
that. Yes.
Can I ask how, let's just say I've searched on Google for just different things, like you said, about either home maintenance or how to update your home with less than a certain amount of money or something. How would I upload that into this if I wanted to do it for, Facebook?
Okay, you see on the screen right now, so what I just did is I said, okay, let's go in and let's create a social post for Wednesday. Okay, so I'm gonna click on that.
Okay.
Wherever you have it saved, you write your post here, like here, fall is here, whatever, maintenance tips, yada, yada, yada. You can upload, if you have that image saved somewhere, if it's like a little, if it's a little picture you saved or like a, whatever it is, you can.
What about
you can
a
add
link?
Right here, you see where it says
Okay,
add a
good.
link.
Oh, I see.
Add a link,
Upload
upload
photo
a
or
video,
video or link.
upload a photo, browse
Okay.
design libraries. You can browse the design library. Again, we go back in here to the library you may have created. This is where you can go in to your designs and create Facebook posts. And I may need to show y'all again how to do that. So you would go in, let's go back to let me get out of this. So let's say you're in advance, you're preparing your week of social media post. You could go back into designs and, maybe you had your little sketch of, I want to do events on Monday, my favorite restaurant on Tuesday, whatever it is. You would go in and you just create in designs. We want to do, let's see, where's our social? You go up to the designs, social, and then create a new one, create a new social design. Next. You upload, bring that workspace in again. We're going to create a new design. And you go look at this right here. You go to, let's just say if you were going to do, let's just do for sale. Say you were advertising one of your listings. Look right up here. You've got Facebook right here. All of these designs are formatted for posting on Facebook.
Wow.
So all you have to do is click on any one. Let's say it's this one. So I want to use this for tomorrow's Facebook post. Click on it. Blink and you'll miss it. Maybe this is a home that you have listed. Maybe you add a picture of the home in there, change the doing business as. You save it, and maybe you want to save it by the date. Like you could call it like let's call it like Facebook. And what is tomorrow's date? Facebook 10/21, right? So you could save it as Facebook 10/21. What you want to post on Facebook on the 21st. You click done. Obviously, you have lots of options. I just grabbed that as an example. And look, there it is right there. So now when I go back to command to my social media scheduler, okay, so you see I saved it right there. It's in my designs. So I go back, campaigns, go back over to social post. I want to create a post that's going to post tomorrow. And I'm going to browse designs library, and there's my post right there. And I'm just waiting for it to upload. There it is. Okay. You could crop it if you want. I don't know why it's not saying crop. So I'm not going to do all that right now, but you see, you would crop it, and then you could say, don't miss my latest listing at blah, 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 right? Schedule post, and you would be scheduling it for tomorrow. Does anyone have questions about that?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Where did you see that? Oh, So Natasha just had a great idea. She said, when you post your neighborhood video on your Facebook page, you could say, if you don't see your neighborhood, if you want to see your neighborhood highlighted, let me know. That will be a good way to get some interaction with people that are looking at your video. Like, hey, I want to see my neighborhood like that, you know? Then you could say, how would you just, you know, what, another thing you could do is say, I'd love to feature your neighborhood. Which 3 things best describe your neighborhood? You know what I mean? And how you had all those things like dog lover, artsy, civic minded, whatever it is. Just another thing. Yeah, it's a great way to increase interaction with your posts. Yes. Uh-huh. No, what I recommend, I always recommend, you can post to your business. So Lenny's was saying, if you post it and people aren't on your business page, they won't see it. What you can do is you can always share. You can always share from your business page to your personal page. So always post on your business page and share to your personal page. Do not, but you can if it's shared from your business page. Do not originate or create original post for your business on your personal page. Create it on your business page and share it to your personal page. Your page can get shut down if you post business on your personal page if it is not shared from a business page. Yes, JoJo.
So when I created mine and the information, I guess my profile automatically defaulted my agent information when I was creating the video. But I noticed it put our office number instead of my cell number. If I change it to my cell number, would that be in violation?
No, I think that has something to do with the way your marketing profile is filled out. So we may need to go through that again, because all of this is pulling from your marketing profile. One way that you can tell if your marketing profile is set up exactly, it's not that you did anything wrong. It's sometimes where you put things in your profile is not where they show up when it pulls from your marketing profile. So I like to send a smart plan, put myself on a smart plan, and have a smart plan sent to my email so I can see what does my picture look like, are my numbers showing up correctly. So send yourself something from a smart plan, and then you can get a good idea as to whether or not. Exactly. And then you can say, okay, well, that doesn't look quite right. So I can go in and change it. And because you can just do that again and again until it's the way it's supposed to look. Yeah.
But you know how there's different rules about advertising, you have to have
the office number, your cell number, all of that.
None of this, you know, states that you're licensed in Louisiana.
Right.
Like that. So is this supposed to have that?
Well, I feel like if it's on your business page, they always say it has to be one click away from all that information. And if you're posting on your business page, you should have all that on your business page in your bio. Yeah, so they're one click away from getting all that. So I think you should be fine. No, it's your personal. Yep. So Kimberly was asking if you share from your business page to your personal page, can only people that like your business page see it? No, if it's on your personal page, shared from your business page, everyone that you're friends with on your personal page can view it. Okay, so this is how you go in and you can schedule. I think this is so smart, y'all. We should all be using this. If you're trying to make an impact on social media, schedule your post in advance, set it and forget it, right? I mean, just set it, pick a day of the week where you work on this, and I think that may be another class that we need to have, and I'd be very willing to teach that, is a social media calendar. I have a sample one. I'd be very happy to share it. I think we should consider, if y'all are interested in that, let me know. Having a sample social media calendar where you just go in and literally, you don't have to, you just have like a template basically where you post a certain thing on Monday, a certain topic on Tuesday, maybe it's testimonial Thursday, you know, and you just, that way you know what you're doing every week. You don't have to recreate the wheel, and then you go in one day of the week and set these posts a week in advance. And in our designs, you also have Instagram templates. For those of you that like to post on Instagram, you can use the templates just like we did for Facebook for Instagram. Yes, you can absolutely do both. Now I don't see a link for you to, I don't see a link for you to post. You can't post on Instagram from Command, but you can share between the two. Like if you post on Facebook, you can set it up to also post on your Instagram. It might, yes, I think you're right. I think it's the opposite. I think you can post on Instagram and then it goes to your Facebook. So maybe you can find a way to simplify your life where you don't have to go and physically post on each one, whatever works for you, whichever medium you use. Does anyone have any questions?
Kristen, do you usually share everything to your personal page or just certain posts from your business? Do you share each?
You know, so the typical rule of thumb is 80-20 on your personal page. I would say 20% business, 80% personal. And the flip side for your business page is your business page, 80% business, 20% personal. On your business, you want to be about your business, but you also want to show people who you are. So I think it's important to have a combination of both on each site, but make sure your percentages are right. Like no one on your personal page wants to see your business nonstop. I think that can be a turnoff. At least it is for me. I don't want to see every single post on my personal page should not be about real estate. So if you schedule these in advance on your business page, you could do 3 business, 2 personal.
Right.
And then it would be super easy to then take 2 out of the 5 from your business page and share them to your personal, and there's your intermingling of your personal and business post on your personal page. So if you're doing the work here, you can use it in other places and make it work for you, make your life easier.
Thank you.
Sure. Does anyone else have any questions about social posts or scheduling posts or comments? Would y'all like for me to show you, to take you through the Facebook ad process in Command?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, I'm sorry, who was that?
I'm sorry, that would be great. This is Julie.
Oh, sure, Julie. Okay, great. So what we're going to do next, if y'all don't have any more questions about the social media aspect of it, and again, I know this is a lot of information today, but my goal is to give you kind of the outline of how to do these things. And then after this, you can go in and play. That's what we all have to do to get comfortable with it. But definitely encourage you guys to use it. We're already paying for this. We're all paying for this already. So why not make the most of it? I think if we use what we already have available to us, we'd be so far ahead of so many other agents from other brokerages in advertising our business. Uh-huh. Yeah, smart plans. Yeah, I can go over that too. So I'll do the Facebook ads and then I'll go through smart plans with you guys, which is how you follow up with your people from your Facebook ads. All right, so I'm going to go back out just because I like to go in from the home screen.
Kristen.
Yes.
While your page is uploading, quick question. Can you, when we do go to, because I don't want to forget this question, when we do go to smart plans, will you show us how to confirm that our Twilio account is set up? And because I don't know if I think he's supposed to be paying for it. So can we touch on that when we get there? I just don't want to forget.
Let me show you real quick before I get into the command, before I get into the Facebook ads. So to set up your Twilio, you go up again to your picture under settings. You click on your picture, settings, and it's the same place where you set up your Facebook or connected your Facebook.
Uh-huh.
This is where your Twilio is.
Okay.
It's at the very bottom. Here it is, right here. So mine is connected. This is where you would go to manage it, sign up for it, pay for it, whatever it is.
Okay, it says, wait,
What's that?
campaigns and posts will not display for disconnected accounts. So how do I know, how do I know if the people, like I set up for birthdays or whatever, to send them a text? How do I know if they're getting a text?
Well, why don't you set yourself up as a contact and send yourself a text?
All right.
Okay,
And
let me
if not,
show
then
you.
I have to
Let
get
me
an
show
answer
you.
to that.
Let me show you real quick, okay? I'm going off in a little bit of a rabbit hole, but y'all bear with me for a second.
I'm sorry,
No, it's okay. I want you to know how to do it. So I'm going into contacts real quick. In case y'all didn't know this, in case you didn't know you could do this, I'm going to go right here. Go to Adam Ackle. Oh, wait, no, phone number for him. Of course, I'll pick that. Okay, so let's go into this guy. Let's say I want to text. And so you would do this for yourself, okay? So put yourself as a contact, put your cell number in there, phone number in there. You can go into any contact and click on their number and text them right from here. Send text with Twilio. Hi, Adam. This is Kristen, blah, 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 right? And then you can also attach a picture to it. You can text people directly from command, just like that. Send message. So go in and try it on yourself. Go in and put yourself in as a contact, put a cell phone number for yourself, text yourself, click send message and see if you get it.
Okay, thank you.
And see what it looks like.
Okay, I'll do that in a minute. Thank you.
Perfect.
Can you select the
Twilio, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
When you select it, if you buy like, say the up to 300 credits and you get a photo of it, it's automatically
Yeah, they re-up your card like $25. So if you use them all, they'll charge you another 20. They'll reload your card, basically, just like a Starbucks card or whatever. When it's out, they'll reload you. I think it's $25 is what they did. Yeah. Yeah, I've been having an issue with my Twilio lately. It's amazing, but it hasn't been working exactly right last time. Sometimes, so for you guys that haven't been using Twilio and you start using it, if it looks like you're sending someone a text, if it shows up twice in the timeline, it's really not sending twice. So let you know, don't panic. It looks like that, but it's really only going once. For some reason, it shows up twice. So whenever you text people in the contact, like I just did, in the timeline, you'll see the text that you sent them, and it may look like you're texting them multiple times. Okay, it worked. I'm not aware of one right now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go into Facebook ads. Okay, the way we do that is we go in. I'm here at the home screen again. And then we're going to go to campaigns again. You go to campaigns. Then you want to go across the top, and I want you to go to paid ads, okay? Now, your Facebook has got to be connected, okay? You can see right now, I am about to have a ton of leads coming in. These are all draft Facebook ads. So we are going to create a new ad. So we go over, and again, remember the blue, teal, and the plus sign is always adding a new sign, a new campaign. So we're going to create a new campaign. We're going to do a social ad because this is going to be a Facebook ad. Okay. My goal is I'm going to attract buyers. I'm going to advertise a listing. I'm going to give the campaign a name. So you can see it. This is kind of the same in all the campaigns, regardless of the type. You have to call it something. And I call it 416V for Venus. And I'm going to run it down here. You choose where you're running it. Look how you can run a campaign on Instagram here. Okay. I'm running an ad on Facebook. If everyone's with me, I'm going to go ahead and set up the campaign. Okay. Now, this is how we get started with running Facebook campaign. You add a listing. See, it'll take you in, and this is, I think this is the MLS in the entire United States for Keller Williams. So if you don't have any listings, do all listings. over here. You can do my listings or all listings. I find that sometimes even if they're my listings, they don't show up unless I click all listings. So just do all listings, and I'm going to do all statuses, okay? Yes, if you want to use someone else's listing, please ask them. Keller Williams, we should all be very willing to share our listings, but just to be safe, just reach out to the agent and make sure you have their permission. I don't know why they wouldn't want you to do it because you're helping them sell their house, but as a courtesy, I would reach out, okay? So I'm going to type in, let me see, 29272 Cyprian. I'm going to look up one of my listings. Let's see. All right. This is, let's see, where am I? This is me right here. All right, so you find a listing, whatever listing you're advertising. This is mine, and I'm going to select it. Okay, so you can see this is my list. Someone have a question?
Yeah, I'm typing in an address and it says nothing found, no matter what I put in.
Okay, did you select all listings and did you select all statuses?
I don't know.
So it's in the upper right corner. You should
Oh, I
have
see it. All listings and status active.
Or any all statuses, it doesn't matter, select all. See if you can find it now.
Pending, leased, sold, or closed, or active. Well, it came up now. Well,
just click all statuses. Did you get it, Pam?
no, it's only giving me pending, leased, sold, and closed, and then active is already selected, but that's it.
Just see if you could just pick one for the sake
Okay.
of running it. Just pick any one. I just want everyone to have a listing in here. So just pick any one so that you can see a listing right here. Okay, if someone does not have a listing there, let me know. If not, I'm going to move forward. Okay, so what we're going to do, just like in our other campaigns, is we're going to go through each section. We've got to fill out each section. Okay, so we're going to go next is add text. You see it's already pulled in the text. Oops, push down. So it's already pulled in Mandeville Schools, blah, 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 right? So I'm going to pretend like this is fabulous and I really want to leave it like this. But what I do recommend you do is go in and put some emojis. So 2 acres, beautiful raised Acadian. I'm going to go in here right behind Acadian. I'm going to right click on my mouse. I'm going to click emoji. I'm going to use a house emoji. Okay. People really like emojis. It breaks it up a little bit. I like to do 4 bed, 3.5 baths. I'll do 4 emoji and I'll find a bed. Okay. And I'm just showing y'all this just for, you know, this is just kind of what I do. 3 baths and I'll find a bath. New roof, carpet, freshly painted interior, blah, blah, blah. You may, you know, whatever emojis you want to use. A tree, your listing, it's on fire, it's lit, whatever, a tree, I don't know, whatever you want to do. So you just do your stuff, do your things, okay? Whatever, and you have 250 characters here. So you just do whatever you want, whatever you think. This is how it's going to look. On the right's how it's going to look, okay? At the top, that's our text for the top. Then we're going to do headline. See, like, come home to this. I'll just make up something. Come home to this. And then I'll do like a smiley face. Okay. And then your description. In your description, you see where the come home to this, look on the right side. That's where it put it. You can do this any way you want. There's no right or wrong. There is a great video by Nick Baldwin on YouTube on how to create a Facebook ad. He takes you step by step. Okay. There's lots of resources for people that want to learn how to do this. 66-day challenge, Nick Baldwin, tons of information out there. Description, this is what I put in the description. Because see, there's a learn more button right here. that's going to be in my ad. So I'm going to say, click, learn, let's see. Click, learn more below for pictures, price, and more, okay? Uh-oh, what happened? Click learn more for pictures, price, and more info. And then I'll put like a little finger pointing down. You see where it is over here? So it's above the learn more. So I'll put like a little finger. I'll do an emoji with a finger pointing down, click, 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 like that. Okay. So you see how it looks on the right side. All right. Is everybody with me so far? If you have a question, let me know. All right. So save ad text, because that's what we want it to look like. Next box is come home to this. You know, and then this is just, I'm just messing around. You can do whatever you want. Okay. And then you put your description and then you save the ad text. So now we're moving on to the ad media. You click on configure. It is pulled in. Should have pulled in all of my images. I only see one. Let's see, add more. Okay, there we go. All right, so when you run Facebook ads, it only allows you to choose 5 pictures, and it will rotate those in a carousel on Facebook, and the algorithm will constantly notice which picture is getting the most clicks, and it'll adjust accordingly. So you want to add 5 pictures here. So you want to go in, I've got my first one, that's the front of the house. So I'm going to add more, and it pulls up my MLS pictures, okay? So I'm going to add, and each one you have to crop. So I'm going to add the living room, preview and crop. Okay, you crop it, save image, that's 2. Okay, I'm going to add another one. I'm going to say the kitchen. I usually try to do preview and crop. I usually try to do front of the house, living room, master bedroom, kitchen, and backyard. You know, you can just do whatever you want. It's totally up to you. I'm gonna do an aerial shot. Okay. And I'm gonna do just one more. I'm gonna pick like, oh, anything, I'll pick this, okay? All right. Everybody with me, we picked 5 pictures. Save image, okay? And I'm clicking on include ownership statement, which basically says each office is independently owned and operated, okay? If you're not with me or you haven't finished, please let me know. I don't want to go too fast. Does everyone have their 5 pictures?
I got 4.
All right, let me know when y'all are done. We'll move forward. Just say done when you're done. Or say help if you're not.
Done.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and save that. So you go ahead and save that. You see our checks. It means finished, finished, finished with these, right? So what's next? Configuring our Facebook ad. So we want to click on configure. So you'll see that my account's already in here. My page, please select your page from the list. Kristen Simpson Realtor. I have a couple of pages, so that's why it's asking me that. I have a nonprofit page. All right, so Kristen Simpson Realtor. Destination, very important. I recommend, now you can create a landing page if you're fancy and advanced like that. I just use a Facebook lead generation form. That's what I like to use, because when you use the Facebook lead generation form, it basically has them put in name, first name, last name, cell phone, and email address. And that's really what we want it to capture. So I just leave it as is. I don't mess with that. So everyone click the Facebook lead generation form, call to action label is learn more. That's already what's in here. So we don't have to do anything there, okay? Follow-up destination URL. What I do here, and this is the easiest thing to do, you can create a landing page if you want to play around. I think that's, you know, a great thing to do. I don't have any of those created. So what I do is I go to my own personal Keller Williams website and I look up the property and I paste the link here, and I'll show y'all how I do that, so that when they click on it, learn more, and I capture the information, it takes them to my website to look at this property sitting there on my website, right? So what I do is I'm gonna open up another window. I'm gonna put in my website, KristenSimpson.kw.com. So I'm just going to another page, open another window, and I'm gonna look this property up on my own website, okay, right here. 29272, so whatever house you're advertising. I wonder if it's gonna show up because it's under contract. Okay, my house is under contract, so it's probably not showing up. So I'm just gonna pretend like this is it, okay? So you look it up on your own website, okay? And then you just open it as if you were someone else viewing your website. Just open the page. Let's pretend this is my listing, okay? You're gonna grab this link right here, okay? Is everybody with me? You're gonna right click on it, copy. I just messed that up. Hang on a second. Try that again. Just went to my app and I don't know why. Hold on a second. So again, I went to my own website. I'm looking up the listing. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to copy this link, which is me basically looking at the property on my own website. Okay. I'm going to right click on the link. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to go back into command. I'm going to paste the link right here. Whenever you paste links in your destination URL, make sure that you don't have HTTPS twice. Let me show you what I mean. If I right click right here and paste that link, look what happens. I've got it twice. See that? So just take everything else out and paste it in like that, okay? Okay, is everybody, if you're not caught up with me, let me know. If I don't hear anything, I'll keep going. Sounds like everybody's still with me. Okay, haven't lost anyone, good deal. So ad targeting, who are we targeting for this Facebook ad? I'm going to use custom settings, okay? So click that. Bless you, Natasha.
Thank you.
Okay. You can either target your database, which I could see could be beneficial in some instances. I want to create a custom audience, okay? This house is in Lacombe, so it's already populated that. It's asking me how far out do I want to go from the house, from my house to pull leads. I'm going to go 15 miles. That's the lowest or the smallest radius I believe it'll let you do. So you can't go any lower than 15. You can go bigger, you can go smaller, it's whatever you think, it's up to you. I usually do 15 miles, okay? Now what we're going to do is add or change interest. This is, I'm gonna show you what I do. You can do anything you want. These are the most basic, and I find these work really well, and I get a lot of leads. So add or change interest, you click on this, okay? Search interest, okay? We want people that are on Zillow. So type in Zillow, Zillow.com. It's loading right now. Oh, where'd you go? Zillow. Okay, so here's Zillow right here. See how it says additional interest? So we don't want Premier Zillow. That would mean they're a real estate agent. We want this Zillow, which is basically their Zillow's website, and then click Save Selection. Okay, you see it right here? It saved our selection, Zillow. Let's add another one. Let's add Realtor.com. Okay, here we go. We don't want the pro version. Those are realtors. We don't want to advertise to them. Click this one. Okay, save. Now you're seeing them populate right here. This is who we're targeting. 15 miles of Lacombe. They like Zillow, they like Realtor. Let's add another one. So this is or, not and. It's very important. We're saying Zillow or Realtor, or we're not saying and, because that would limit. That would mean they'd have to like all of them. So we're doing or, and I'll show you. So add, I'm gonna add another one. See how it says or? You wanna make sure that's checked. You don't want and, do or. Trulia. Same thing. All right, right now we're targeting Zillow, Realtor, and Trulia. I also target people that look at a mortgage calculator. You could do anything here, okay? I'm just telling y'all what I do. Okay. And then you save. I'm gonna go shut the doors real quick. All right, so we've got our interests. And you could go on and on with this. And again, Nick Baldwin on YouTube, he's with Keller Williams. He gives you tons of ideas on who to target. These are like the basic ones. You could probably put a lot of different things on here. You could put mortgage loan, you could add different things. These are just the basics, okay? Now we are going to save. If someone is not understanding or is not where I am, let me know. If not, I'm moving on. So save your Facebook ad, okay? Now you see now we have this ad, everything is checked. That means we're ready to go, right? Now, one thing that I didn't go over is duration and budget. It auto-populated this, but you can change it. So I'm gonna open it back up. So it says, we recommend 10-day campaign and a budget of $1 per channel per day, okay? Right now, I am set up to spend $3 a day, a total campaign budget of 30 days for 10 days. If you don't want to spend $30, you can take this down. Maybe you want to spend $20, okay? This is up to you. It'll give you their recommendations. You can take it, you can do more, you can do less. I think if it's a new listing and you really want to leverage it as much as possible, do $30 for 10 days. You'll get a lot of leads, okay?
Kristen.
So yes.
So out of everything, excuse me, we've filled out, where it says channel options, Facebook ad has a red triangle and an exclamation point, but I've filled everything out. So I'm not sure what it's asking me for. It's saying
Is your
everything.
Facebook business page connected?
Yes.
Okay, so where is it on your screen that you're having the problem? Show me where to click.
Let's see where it says channel options or Facebook ad. Yeah.
Channel options, let's see.
I don't know. That's right there under Facebook ads. Well, once you click Facebook ad, you see how it says channel options right above it? So right where it says Facebook ad, instead of that check mark next to it, it's got a pink circle and a red triangle and a red
So
exclamation.
do you have under account, do you have your name here and then your correct page over here?
Yep, I do.
I have
Okay.
that same thing and mine's okay also, but I have that same error she's having.
And then I have the destination is my use Facebook lead generation form.
Okay.
And then button call to action label, I have learn more.
Uh-huh.
And then my follow-up destination URL is my website.
Okay,
And
does
then-
it have HTTPS 2 times or once?
No, I typed it in. No, I didn't copy and paste it.
Huh.
And it showed with a check mark next to it. So it's, I guess they checked it to make sure it was right.
Yeah. honestly, I have no idea. I do not know why that's not working. If you filled all of that out, then it should be working. I really don't have an answer for that right now. I'd have to, I really don't know
Yeah,
what to say.
everything's filled out. That's weird.
Yeah. I think you just have to go back in once we're done with this call, go back in and play around with it a little bit. And if you can't get it resolved, put in a help ticket to the help desk.
Okay.
KWRI. If you have it all filled out, it should work. So at this point, all we'd have to do, once you selected your duration and budget, all you have to do is publish a campaign. That's it. You're done. That's it. That's a Facebook ad. And then you may, so I'm going to get out of this because I want to show you. So once I hit publish campaign, I want to show you where it goes and what it looks like, okay? Then let's pretend I hit publish campaign, all right? Now I'll go back in. I'm going to leave because I don't want to save this. I'm going to go back into my campaigns, my campaign icon again, paid ads, and it would look just like this. Let me show y'all. It would look just like this draft. The one we just did, it would show up just like this. And it'll say draft or pending for probably about 24 hours. Maybe not a full 24 hours, but could be 24 hours before it goes active. And then when it's active, well, mine are all completed now, but when it's active, this will show active. Where this says completed or draft, it'll say active. So you can see, let me give y'all an example. So once they're running, this is one on like Snowball Circle and Ponchatoula that I ran. It's already completed, but let's say that it wasn't complete and it was still running. This shows me I ran it for 10 days. I had 187 clicks and I got 22 leads. When you come in here to see how your ads are doing, well, first of all, you'll get notified up here if you have a new lead. Okay, let me dismiss this. When you get leads that start coming in from Facebook ads, you'll have a red dot right there, okay, to let you know that there's something that needs your attention. And so if I go into my Snowball Circle ad, so let's pretend like this one was live, you can get to your leads right from here. All I have to do is click on the number of leads that I have, and it opens them up in command. Those are all of my leads from that ad. And actually, you can show 50 if you want. You see, I've already gone in and tagged all of these leads. I've tagged them buyer, Ponchatoula. All of these leads I've reached out to all of these leads. So let's say this was your ad and you came in and you had 22 leads and you opened them up, okay? And you said, I've got to start reaching out to these people right away. I want to put them on a smart plan, okay? You can select all of these people right here. Select all, okay? Select bulk action, add to smart plan. What smart plan do you want to add them to? Kristen's new Facebook lead follow-up, whatever you pick. And that's one that I created, but there are tons of smart plans that are already available for use. But you literally select all, add to a smart plan, select, and they start hearing from you. Emails, text, automatically. Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is amazing. What now? What do you mean? They're automatically in command. If they come in from your ad, they are automatically in command. What I do, best practice for me, and I think it works really well, when you come in to see who has responded to your ad, I want y'all to pretend that I'm coming in for the first time and I've got all these leads right here from that Ponchatoula ad. I go in here immediately and when I'm ready to work them, I click on select all, that because I haven't talked to any of them yet, and I will do a bulk tag. And I tag them as a buyer. And wherever they're looking, say Ponchatoula, okay? Okay, And then I would submit, and then everybody that I just did that to would have these tags. Everybody would say Fire Ponchatoula. So I never have to wonder where I got these leads from. They all responded to a Facebook ad from a house in Ponchatoula, okay? Now, I'm sure y'all probably have questions, so please feel free to jump in. I know I'm going over a
Yeah,
lot of
so at
things.
this point, how do you put them on a smart plan from here?
Well, you can put them all on a smart plan or one by one. If you click them all like this at the top, click everybody,
Mhm.
add bulk, do a bulk action, which means you do it all to everybody at once, add a smart plan right there. And you select whichever smart plan you want to add them to and select it.
What are some of the examples for smart plans? I haven't used them yet.
All right, so I'll go over smart plans. Does anybody have any questions on this before I move to smart plans? Start tagging your database. I encourage each of you, start tagging your database, tag them as a buyer, a seller, their location, if they're in your sphere, if they're in a certain letter of the alphabet. I can't remember them all right now with bold. You have A, you know, how they have all the letters of the alphabet. You can tag them however, whatever makes sense to you. It's personal. Mine are easy. They're like buyer, seller, city, maybe even if they're a sphere of influence, like a friend, or maybe you know them from somewhere, you create a tag, maybe your kids' Cub Scouts, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. Okay. So let's go over, anyone have any questions here before I go to smart plans? On tags, tagging. I'm going to go back to the home page. This will be the last thing that I'm covering today. You have about 15 more minutes left. All right. Over here on the left-hand side, you have something that kind of looks like a tablet. I want you to click on that. These are smart plans, okay? Now, my smart plans are smart plans that I have pulled into my command, okay? Library, if you don't have any smart plans yet, go to the library. These are all the smart plans that you can add to your own library, okay? All of these are different smart plans, and you can see top rated and see if people rank them. Since I think it was Mega Camp, they've allowed people to go in and upload smart plans for other people to use, which I think is great. But what you want to do is, if you're not sure what they are, go in and look at them. So let's look at, let me see if I can find them. For people that you know in command, and you have friends, you have your, or clients, you have their birthdays in command, you could add them to the birthday smart plan. So you can go in and view the steps. It's a phone call, a delay of 1 day, an interaction, and then a manual text. I don't really like that smart plan, but anyway, you get the drift. Like you can go in and open house follow-up, view steps. And if you scroll over, it'll tell you exactly what it says. So this is your, it's a 20-day smart plan for an open house follow-up. It has 15 steps and 7 touches. Scroll over it, you see what it says. Hey, contact first name. Thanks for coming by. What did you think of the open house? And then it delays a day. And then the next day it says, send a nice to meet you at the open house email to your lead for the open house. Then delay for 2 days. Then a phone call. Call and see if they're interested in any upcoming open houses. So you can go into each one of these smart plans and see what they're all about and which ones you want to add to your library, which ones you want to use. I recommend that everyone in your database, everyone, now I'll challenge each of you right now. I want everyone in your database on the monthly neighborhood nurture smart plan. Now, in order for that to work, you have to have a neighborhood that's recognized by Nextdoor. So it may not work for everybody, but you basically go in, it sends people an email once a month with everything that's happening in their neighborhood. And once you put them on it, it continues month after month after month. Once a month, they get an email from you. Let's view the steps. It basically, once you put their neighborhood in, and let me show you where that is. Whenever you go in, let me find myself. It's like a neighborhood nurture smart plan. Okay, so I'm looking myself up. See, my neighborhood's right here. So you would add, if you don't have a neighborhood in for someone, this is how you do it. You add neighborhood, let's do the sanctuary. Okay. See, I just added their neighborhood right there. And then I can go over and add them to a neighborhood nurture smart plan, and then add, and then I've already got myself set up on one, monthly neighborhood nurture. This is a great way to see what your own smart plans look like. Send it to yourself, always send it to yourself first. So again, go into smart plans, go to the library, and really go through these smart plans and look at the steps and see which ones you think you would use and add those to your own library and start adding contacts to smart plans. Who has questions for me before we wrap up? So I'm going to encourage all of you again, make sure your marketing profile is set up. Send smart plans to yourself. Tag your contacts as you enter them. Stay on top of this. Stay consistent with your social post. You know, really dive into command. Do the 66-day challenge if you haven't. The 66-day challenge on YouTube 4.0 takes you through all aspects of command. It's extremely helpful. And you know, I'm not a graphic designer. I don't know any more than anyone else. But I've gone in and learned it. This is, you know, because I want to use it in my business. We're paying for this. You're already paying for this. Take advantage of it. Hopefully, all of you got a lot out of this class. Hope it was beneficial to you and a good use of your time. And I'd love to hear, I may just go through the chat and just ask everyone what they like the most and what they think they'll use. And I'll just start with Julie. Julie, what was your favorite part of what you learned today, and what do you think you'll use the most?
I think honestly, I take all of it, Kristen. This has been wonderful. I have enjoyed every single minute of it. I learned a heck of a lot. I see myself actually utilizing all of this, to be honest. So thank you.
Wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad, Julie. Thank you. Thank you. Austin, how about you? What was your favorite thing that you learned, or that thing you'll use? You may not be on. Is it Mill? Or Pam, I'll go to you. What do you think you'll use the most?
Oh, probably the Facebook ads.
Right. They really are very effective, very low cost, and it's a great way to get those buyer leads.
And also marketing on Facebook as well.
Yep. You know what, before I forget, I also encourage everyone on here to go in and create your own listing presentation and buyer's presentation and edit it, market it to you, and have those ready. When you have, it's amazing how much confidence you have when you have both of those items ready to go to meet with the client, the listing presentation and the buyer presentation. Go in, select your design of choice, take your time. You can do this after hours, you know, when you're having a glass of wine or coffee or whatever, you know, and I jumped it, you know, when you relax and just go in there and play around until you get it the way you want it to be. But having those two things ready will make you feel so confident and ready to meet with a client at any moment. And they're so professional looking. Richie, what did you enjoy the most?
I also enjoyed all of it. I mean, I'll probably be focusing a lot on the Facebook ads and social media and all, but I enjoyed all of it. Thank you for everything you shared with us.
Good, good. And Trinice?
everything. I had already started talking with someone about doing weekly posts automatically. And so setting up my auto post and being able to go into command versus me having to set it up every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I can set it up through here and it'll automatically post without me having to go back through it. So it saves me time.
Absolutely.
Taking care of that. And then the social post, the Facebook ad, I did want to look at that a little bit more because I am trying to generate more business over here on the North Shore, whereas the majority of my business has been on the South Shore. So it was really good. I really enjoyed
Good.
it.
I'm so glad that was helpful. How about you, Vinny? What did you think? What did you enjoy, or what do you think you'll use?
I echo what other people said, Kristen. Command's awesome. And the more tools you utilize in Command, the more business you're going to get and the better you're going to be. So I need to jump into all of it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. How about you, Heather? May have lost Heather. I think that's everybody. Well, does anyone have any other questions for me before we wrap up? I'll be teaching next week, by the way. I'd love to have you guys in my class. I'm going to be teaching Make and Receive Offers. I believe it's next Monday. I'd love to have y'all back. I love all the participation. I love the numbers of people that are on the call with me. So y'all please join me next week for Make and Receive Offers. Thank you so much for your participation and for just joining me on this call. And y'all have a wonderful rest of the day.
Kristen, I have one more back to the Twilio. Do you have a couple of minutes to help me with that?
Thank you.
Okay. I did go into the Twilio and try to send a text, and it's not allowing me to send a text to myself. I am connected. However, I don't know how to go in and put in a credit card.
Okay. You have to go to twilio.com. Now, okay. There was something that came out recently. If you check your, did we get an email on that? Remember the Twilio, the changes to Twilio? Didn't we get an email? Yeah. If you check your emails, we all got an email from Twilio saying that there were changes coming and that you have to download the app in Command for Twilio. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on a second. Yeah, and when you do that, you're welcome. When you do that, you have to put your credit card in. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on one second. Go to settings. Let's see. Settings. And then you go to, see how it says subscribe in Marketplace? Now it's telling me I'm not subscribed. So that's probably why mine's not working right. Subscribe in Marketplace. Did you see that, what I just did?
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Go, okay, what did you do? I'm sorry.
I went down, let's see. That's what's probably wrong with mine. Okay, so down here, now it says it's connected. This was right here, it said subscribe in Marketplace is what mine said. What does yours say right there?
Hold on, I did click the totally wrong thing. I was clicking MailChimp. That's why I wasn't getting anything. Hold on once, but it still wouldn't let me send the text. Let me get in here again, and exit out. Go here, settings. I have a whole bunch of tabs open. Okay, and then I'm going to. Settings.
Yeah, so you have to download the app in Marketplace for Twilio for it to work because it's changed since they first set it up. That much I do know. I mean, I'm not an expert on Twilio, but that much I do know.
Okay, so I'm in KW Marketplace for Twilio, and then what I'm supposed to buy?
So you're supposed to, you have to download it from Keller Williams Marketplace, the Twilio app.
Okay. Okay, I see take a tour and buy now.
Yes, I think the app is actually free, but it does say buy now, but I think it's free. The app is free.
Okay, I see it. And then you get to choose
Yep.
the pricings and the number of credits. And so
exactly.
each text is considered one credit. Do you know that part?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's right.
I'll figure it out because I'm gonna send a text to myself and then come back and it'll tell me how much I have left.
Perfect. All right, guys.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let me get this off. Let's see.